So, just to give a quick recap of what happened last week, you guys finally made it into the party. You took a most of the session looking around the estate, going into only some of the rooms and finding some things in there. Noticing that some of the rooms also held magical items and books, but were more restricted to the visitors. But eventually, you discovered that your target, the Pyramid of Pearls, were being held in a cellar, discovered by Rio. Soon after, kind of all kind of coming together. Well, most of you coming together in the basement. You also found a hidden door, and the party was not sure whether to enter or not, as their target was there and the mission could be over. But Hydro, you
Hello.
made your way in, finding some quite interesting artifacts, but signaling a, let's say, guard dog entering the room, hearing you, and that is where we will pick up with Hydro. I believe you are casting a spell, and this creature charging you. So, let us let's set the
Just a quick
mood.
question. Just a quick question. What did I find again? I know one was a
You found a vial, what looked to be filled with a kind of blood substance, what seemed to be giving off a magical aura.
mhm. So horrible I didn't write it down like an idiot. Well, not that it's an idiot thing, but you know what I mean.
Sorry, someone was just asking me a question.
Good.
You found that. You found a blood-soaked dagger, and you found a scroll.
Gotcha.
It also gave off magical aura. And
Okay.
with that, we will have to do a new initiative. So, this initiative only being for Hydro and the dog.
For now. For now.
Alright, kids, time to go.
God damn it. Damn, I even rolled pretty decently on initiative. Fuck me.
Okay. So it's the deaf dog first, unfortunately.
I said I was casting as it was charged. No, it's fine. No biggie.
It technically got the surprise surrounding you.
Technically, you're right. So I'm not gonna bitch too much.
But the deaf dog will charge at you, opening its mouth and going in for the bite. Let's see how lucky you are. $14, does that hit?
That actually misses.
Okay. However, it does have multi-attack.
I figured.
As being two heads, both heads will bite. This one on the... Oh, come on. This one on the leg. As it goes in, you kind of jump up on the dresser behind you, bringing up your legs. Its teeth dig into the wood behind. But that is its turn. To you.
You just you hear Hydra go, whoa, 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 good dog, no, bad, no, stop, bad dog. And oh shit, that's a good question if I want to risk it or not. Okay, let's see. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna have to risk it. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Thorn Cage. I'll go ahead and post it for you. On the dog.
Okay, so that is a what is that? A saving throw?
Yes, a strength saving throw. The spell DC is 15.
15 strength saving throw. That is a 12.
Yes.
So, out of the ground, you see the vines whipping out and forming a cage around this beast, containing it.
And then I'm gonna have to risk it. Yeah. Then I'm gonna have Hydro will then see now that it's caged a bit, he's gonna start. He's gonna hop off the table that he climbed up on to get away from the dog, and he's gonna dash. I should be. Yeah. Shit. Which of these tiles do you think I can reach? Because it seems like it's right on the thing, but I figure this one.
No. It's the bigger squares, not the whole thing.
Yeah. I know.
So it's like,
this is the what I was thinking. Or
yeah,
was it this
like
one I
this.
could reach, or do you think this one? Okay, that's what I figured.
So,
So I'm gonna.
yeah. So what's your movement?
30.
30. So yeah, you could get there.
Okay. And yeah, he just is gonna be like running down there, and he's gonna kind of whisper yell, "Guys, fuck!" No, he won't say fuck. He doesn't cuss. He goes, "Guys, help!"
Okay. And behind you, all you hear is as you see this door open. Okay, that's your turn, yeah?
Yep.
Could I have Rio and Julius make a perception check?
I have to. I'll just fail it anyway.
Hate you all.
14. Rio, you hear the whimpering whispers of Hydro coming from around the corner. What would you like to
Rio
do?
will. Did he see Hydro go down that hole?
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, I guess I'll have to go down the hole too.
Okay, you can add to initiative if you wish. Do you say anything to Julius?
He'll turn to the hole. I believe I hear something, which means Hydra's most likely into some shit. As usual.
Interesting. Probably should check on him. Last time one of our members went off alone, it ended rather poorly.
No, I was fine. Oh, right.
Julius, would you like to enter the fray?
I have a question before I do so. Does it sound like what's going on is loud enough that it would be possible to hear it outside of this basement?
Right now, no. He was only able to hear Hydro after he purposely sent his voice towards the door. Right now, it's not
Okay.
making that much racket.
In that case, he'll get involved.
Okay. In that case, it is this turn. 4, 5. Yeah, I can get to you.
Wait, they were late to the initiative. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. Miss.
Hey. Wow, and one more.
That's a hit.
Natural 20. So you take 9 piercing damage. No, 10 piercing damage. And could you please make me a Constitution saving throw? As this creature's mouth seems to be riddled with pus and decay as it bites into your flesh.
Sorry, you said Constitution?
That is a save. Okay, so you take the damage. Oh.
That's my concentration. That's my concentration.
Concentration save. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I still need to, because I still need to roll the con save anyway.
Yep.
Oh nope.
Nope. You are poisoned.
These fucking gnats.
Did you just call my death dogs gnats?
No. Gnats are flying around my head right now and getting on my nerves.
If you look in the different.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was in the middle of doing when.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Okay.
There it is.
Rio, is now your turn.
I see Hydra there. Do I see this
do?
thing here?
You do. In a what looks to be a fawn cage.
A cage. Oh, right.
You haven't seen Hydra do that yet, by the way.
No, but it's.
That's a new trick.
Alright. Can I see this thing? Probably not, right?
No.
Okay.
I mean, if he can see me, he can see the dog gnawing on my leg right now.
Well, I'd say just.
Yeah,
That's
only
fine.
just.
I got 60 feet. Alright, so he cursed in this soft, sibilant tongue, and I'll go ahead and use mine somewhere on this one, because I can't see that.
You cast what? Rio, what did you say? Oh.
DC 15.
Okay. What is this for again?
Charisma save against the one in the thorn cage.
Ooh.
It's intelligence, I think. I thought.
Oh.
Intelligence.
Oh, that's even worse for these creatures. 10.
Okay, that's not enough. So.
Okay.
It takes 2 psychic damage and has minus 1d4 on this next saving throw before the end of my next turn. And that'll be me. That's all as fast as I can go, I believe.
Okay. This creature will rip itself out of the cage, and I believe it takes damage, right?
It has to make a strength saving throw to break out.
17.
That would
minus
do it.
1d4?
Oh, right.
Minus 1d4, yes. Would you like to roll it, or should I?
Sure. Minus 1.
Oh, it still breaks out.
Okay. But it takes damage, right?
I believe. It just frees itself.
Okay.
But it looks like it. Actually, no. It looks like it does, even if it makes this. Wait. Let's see. The target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the thorny vines until the spell ends. A creature restrained by the vines can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. Doing so causes the creature to take 2d6 damage from the thorns. On a successful check, it frees itself. So I think that's only on a failed check, so never mind.
No. From what it sounds like, it says it takes 2d6. Because it's making that check what gives it the damage.
Ah, okay.
That's actually pretty impressive because it also uses their action to free themselves. It's not like just, hey, they get to try to free themselves at the end of their turn. So that's
very true.
Yeah.
And that's 8 damage.
How are you going to do this to puppies?
Hey, I told it to leave me alone, but no, it had to come from me.
It will move there. Julius, your turn.
Well, all I can do is move this turn, so I will just move, and that'll be my turn.
Why am I feeling deja vu from the first session we had with Julius?
I tend to do a lot of running. Very fit.
Hydro.
Alright, so... seeing that he's in a bit of a pickle, he's gonna take, he's gonna reach into his, clothes where he's Figured he says, worst case scenario, at least he could do this. He's gonna take his belaying pin out, and bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shillelagh.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna try to club this motherfucker. Since he ran up to me. Now, with the disease, it's just all it does is just
Not a
make me
disease.
roll.
You are poisoned, not diseased.
Well, it says or become poisoned until the disease is cured. See, that's why I was confused because it says disease and poison, so that's where I was confused there.
I think it's something like you are technically diseased, but it acts as more of a poison. It gives you the status of poison.
Okay, so that's what I was trying to check because it made no sense for it to be a poison and disease. But
it's weirdly worded.
No, it's fine. I just want to check because I'm not sure on the poison condition. I think it's disadvantage on attack things, right?
You should have access to the conditions.
Yeah, I'm checking right now. Okay, on attack rolls and ability checks. Okay. Shoot, did I not have Shillelagh added? Wait, why didn't it add Shillelagh to my thing already? Okay, that makes no sense. I'm sorry, 1 second. Okay, so I add my spell casting ability to this one instead. Alright, let me fix this. Okay, so spell 1d8. So sorry for taking a minute here.
It's okay.
Don't worry, we'd feed you to the dogs, but we see that's already happening.
Yeah, too late.
He went there.
28. Alright, let's see, check. I think we're good. Okay. So, toggle disadvantage. Alright, we pray. Does 19 hit?
It does hit.
Alright. It's 4 bludgeoning.
Okay. Big numbers. And is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do for now.
Okay. This deaf dog will charge past you.
It saw me. No.
Oh, yes. I'm guessing 6 misses.
He's gonna sidestep that. Or lean out the way, I suppose.
What about a 13?
Also leans out the way.
Ooh. It is now your turn.
Since he decides to step up to me, Rio's going to curve his hand and draw his shadow out the me.
Before you do that, Hydro, attack of opportunity.
Oh yeah. 16?
Hits.
It's a 5.
5. Okay, Rio, go ahead.
So he'd mutter a word and draw his shadow out the me from the dark. And then he's gonna shiv it because it's right in his face like a jerk. Cast that. Track that. Okay.
Oh wow, it is dark down here too. Shit.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And I should have put this on last turn. 24.
Whew, that definitely hits.
Almost a crit. Damn.
Now, if I do it, 12 second.
Damn. Okay.
I had a little flashy blood thing. That's cute.
You take the knife and stab it in one of the head's eyes as one of them rears back and begins to kind of shake, trying to get whatever it is out, but the damage is already done. And we will move to this one, as it will attack you again, Hydro. 16.
That hits.
That's hits. And you will take 6 points of damage. You don't have to make the saving throw again. And the second one, I'm guessing a 20 hits for another 8 points of damage.
Oof.
Okay. And after that, Julius, you hear now the heavy growls and whimpers of these creatures before you turn the corner.
Alright, so if I got this right, I can move into a teammate space, but I cannot end my turn there, correct?
I believe so. Yes.
So in that case, he's going to go ahead and step up behind Rio and try to stab the dog, basically
Well,
by moving around his side.
I will say that it may not need to be necessary, as you do have your ability that lets you go up things.
I assume this was like a really small space, so there wouldn't be room to go over top.
You could go over top.
Oh, in that case, yeah, then he's gonna literally do the Matrix, go over the wall and over the top to get behind it.
Okay.
You just dive over me and the dog.
Now, yeah. Well,
No, literally walks on the side of the wall over you and drops behind it.
That's not normal.
now
No, it's not.
No.
But you'll appreciate he could do it.
I will now ask, now that you are technically flanking with this creature, would you guys like to try out the flanking rules?
What are the flanking rules?
So, if you are flanking a creature, you will get advantage on your attack rolls if you are flanking with another allied creature. But if you are also being flanked by 2 enemy creatures, they will have advantage attacks on you. It is
okay with this.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
You want to try it?
Other guys?
Why not?
Flame?
I'm down for it.
North?
I like
Okay.
flanking.
I feel like it makes sneak attack easier that way.
Yeah, I mean-
already have sneak attack?
They would already get that.
Yeah,
because
as long as I'm
Yeah. From what I know,
5 feet within a teammate that's already engaged with the enemy, so
Yeah. So they would already get it anyway. So yeah, you can make your attacks if you want. I let the
take
other
it at
team.
12 is probably not going to hit.
It does not. The other group, I also let them
Alright.
take these rules last game as well, just to try out, see if they like it or not. Okay.
In that case, I'll use a bonus action to attack as well.
Okay.
And
Oh,
my
baby.
goodness. That'll be my turn.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna go to Hydro.
Alright.
This dog is causing some serious damage to your legs right now.
Yeah, so while it's going on, he's gonna bonus action, grimace, and just kind of speak a word of power, and he's gonna use healing word on himself.
Okay.
It's a bonus action. Heal myself for 7. And then I'm going to use my action to attack.
Okay.
$16.
That hits.
Bitch, I am doing this at disadvantage. Come on, Julian. 2 damage.
2 damage.
You may as well not hit him. Why are you disadvantaged? It's because you're diseased and
I'm
nasty.
poisoned right now,
Yeah.
apparently.
Gross.
So that's. Are you gonna move away or
Oh,
stay there?
wait, I'm doing stupid shit. I'm supposed to be adding my spellcasting ability to my damage as well.
Yeah.
Shillelagh?
Yeah, Shillelagh.
Yep. You should be.
Okay, so actually, that would have dealt 5 more damage. Or no, I'm sorry. Wait, hang on. It's spellcasting, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually
Hey,
would have been dealing
It's just your modifier.
5 more damage.
Isn't it just your modifier, not your
Yeah,
proficiency?
it's just my modifier. It's not. Yeah, it's not the proficiency added, just my modifier. So it's plus 5 more damage. I am so sorry.
Wait, you're at a 20 modifier? I mean, 20.
I'm at 5.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'm at 20 wisdom right now.
Ooh. Ooh.
I rolled real well, baby. You know that.
Okay. This death dog, seeing that it's now surrounded and being attacked by Julius, will turn around and attack Julius. A 9. I'm guessing misses.
No, I don't think anyone but a wizard would have that low of a AC.
And a 23.
23 though, will hit.
Okay, you take 3 points of damage, and can you make me a Constitution saving throw, DC 12?
Ooh.
You are also poisoned.
This is bad.
Rio, your friends look a lot more pale than they usually do.
Okay. They got bit and are looking like they're going through it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're in a small place, so I probably shouldn't booming blade. I'm gonna drink spell out. I'm just gonna shiv it again, because fuck this thing.
Shiv it again.
What else am I gonna do? What do you want from me?
Utility, bind one of these bitches now.
How'd that work out for you?
Look, it rolled really, really well, okay?
Mm-hmm. 22?
That hits.
10 second.
Jeez, the damage dealer. Okay, after you, the death dog. Well, again, go for your attacks. I mean, go for you, Hydro. Oh, these death dogs are rolling so bad.
They are.
12.
That one also misses.
Okay. Julius.
Thank goodness for flanking, otherwise I'd be at disadvantage, so I'll just take the normal rolls.
You will. That hits.
Nice.
And sneak attack. Oh wait, no. You can't
No,
have sneak attack.
He can, because the enemy's still engaged with another ally.
But doesn't you only get? Doesn't that give you advantage? So it gives you sneak attack.
Whenever you have advantage, you always get sneak attack. If you don't, yeah, as long as an enemy is engaged with as long as there's another ally engaged with the enemy that they're around them, you get sneak attack as well.
Julius, can you ping sneak attack?
Yeah, I was thinking about just doing that.
Because you're doing just right. You haven't broken any laws, but it's good for the DM to see.
Yeah.
Broken any laws yet?
It says whenever you have advantage, but he cannot have advantage right now.
It also says you don't need
Or
advantage on the attack
below
roll.
that.
Oh. Yeah, okay. So that's a 11, right?
That is indeed 11.
So you come up from behind, and as it kind of turns to you to bite at you, you take the blade and kind of sever one of the heads completely off, leaving the other head on its own. It looks over to the stub and kind of whimpers a little bit, and then looks at you and growls, barely hanging on to life.
Alright, in that case, I will go ahead and bonus action another attack and see if I can solve that problem.
This time no modifiers, by the way.
Yeah, I totally just that. So that's a 12, so that's gonna miss.
That is going to miss. Okay.
The
Alright.
attack roll has modifiers, but the damage doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, wait, when... Oh, yeah, I'm here, sorry. Seeing as he's still dealing with dog over here, see how am I doing on this real quick. Yeah, let's hold on to that. He's gonna try. You know what? I'm already rolling at disadvantage anyway. He's going to extend his hand at the dog real quick.
Uh-huh.
And he's gonna fire off a guiding bolt point blank.
Okay.
I'm at disadvantage anyway, why not? Holy shit!
You know, Hydra, I don't appreciate you hacking the game, okay? You don't have to do that. Okay, roll damage. Well, you don't have to roll, just hit the button.
Yeah. It's only at first level anyway. No, I'm not using a spell slot, I'm using my proficiency one. Thank you
That's
very
20
much.
damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So, tired of these two heads biting at your legs, ripping your clothes slightly, but tearing through the flesh, you point your hand, you light up the darkness with a beautiful aura, and then, almost like a laser, cuts this creature completely in half, and the two sides separate, almost making two whole dogs. Moving over. Would you like to move now?
He's gonna turn to look back at the others and see how they're doing right now.
They look okay, and the deaf dog looks very hurt and missing a head.
Alright, yeah, that's all, there we go, make that more concise. Yeah, he's just going to, he's just gonna kind of wait and see what's happening, so I'm just gonna do my turn here.
Okay. This deaf dog will attack Rio. Actually, no, it will attack Julius, as it just basically killed his brother. An 11, does that hit?
No, that will not.
And what about it? Okay.
Don't worry. I sympathize. My hits haven't been landing either. I know it's pain.
And it is now Rio, your turn, as this now pathetic creature is barely hanging on to life. Rio. We cannot hear you, Rio.
You muted yourself.
Shift to the rhythm of the beat.
23. That does hit.
12 seconds.
Jeez. And with that, you watch as this creature kind of... Oh, I healed it there. What the hell? This creature kind of grinds its head into the ground and begins to bleed from the nose, the eyes. And then kind of looks up at Julius with a stern look and then falls to the ground.
Well, that was a brisk little affair.
I don't feel so good.
It seems your curiosity
Maybe
has gotten
not,
to you.
but... Well, since we've already stirred up trouble, might as well see what else is hidden here.
Hi, I saw it bit you. How bad you hurt?
To be honest, I barely got scratched, but I'm not feeling as well as I usually do.
I'm not either. I think probably because their mouths were full of, I didn't want to see that.
Well, we need to... I blame you and your greed.
Hey, but I got some nice stuff, and he just grins and twirls the vial amulet in his hand for a second before putting it back into his clothes.
He glances at it, then walks over to the bookshelf, Pauses a spare glance at the body, but doesn't seem too concerned about it. Interesting.
The books that you see
Indeed, it
are
seems as though they had a rather tasteful display for us.
Rio. The books that you see are mostly on they're kind of what you would say forbidden type books, things that talk about the nine hells, the abyss, books that talk about the power of the blood, the power of the soul, the power of darkness, literally like darkness as in shadow. These are not magic books, but they talk about, how someone could maybe get into things like that, what type of things they should be looking for, and stuff like that.
He's gonna yoink the Blood and Shadow book.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything?
Is this a door down here?
It is.
Oh, well, guess I found out where the dogs came from.
Try not to die. We still have a job to do.
Oh, you guys already did the pearl, right?
Yes, we really should be getting back to the others.
All right, well, someone help me drag these dogs back over into here, so there's less risk of exposure, and then he'll move over here and try to pick up, try to drag the dog's corpse down to here,
Okay.
and he's gonna try to take the other head too.
Take the head or take it
As
to.
much
Well, he's gonna take the dog first, and then he's gonna try to pick up the head. I'm trying to expedite it
okay,
so
okay.
the others can do their stuff and look around.
as much as I might agree with that, unless you have some way to get rid of the blood, it's not gonna do as much good to just remove the bodies.
Digitation.
Prestidigitation. Best spell in the game.
Yep.
As Hydro's kind of pulling the dog very, very slowly. He'll look over to Rio and go like, he's got that covered.
Rio waves a hand even as he peers at the other bookcase and begins the dull task of digitizing away the blood.
It doesn't take you long to do so, but you can do so.
Seeing as they're taking care of these tasks, he's gonna go ahead and check the, I guess, the passageway over here. I see what looks like a ladder.
Mm-hmm.
Where exactly does it lead? As he very quietly tries to climb up it.
Okay. You climb and climb, and eventually you kind of feel, and there is a latch.
Guess he'll go ahead and flip the latch, see if he can open it.
Okay. As you kind of, are you opening or just seeing if you can open it?
Seeing if he can open it, and if he can, then he will.
Okay.
But not exactly like pop it open, obviously, just very quietly peek out.
Okay. You open, and you quickly realize, as when you open, it is complete darkness, and you kind of realize that there is some sort of fabric covering this latch.
Huh. Interesting. He'll go ahead and back down the ladder to relay this information to the other two.
We really should be going. If we are supposed to and watch what happens, then we need them to continue doing whatever they're planning. As is, we're taking a risk that they will not notice that dogs are gone.
Agreed. I think we should continue with our objective and just, well, vanish, so to speak. The only issue, though, is we have no one on the outside to tell us whether the guard is looking at this, well, basement or not, so we might have to take another approach as to leaving, and we might have an option. There seems to be a hatch further on in the passageway to the side here, which might be another way out.
We can just send Hydra as a squad or something.
About that. He just kind of grins weakly.
Oh, so you've just fucked over our entire day then. I see.
I'm knackered, yes.
Alright. Very carefully then.
Oi, are you boys done in there? As Flint uses the stone that he has to communicate with Julius.
Actually, I believe didn't Rio have the stone? Not
Oh,
Julius.
sorry, then Rio.
Yes, we are just leaving. Someone got overly curious. But we do need to make sure that the guard does not see us on the way out. Can you run interference?
I know where it is, right? That they're...
Yeah.
They're in the... Okay, then I'll just tell them... right, then I'll get something. I'll tell you when we're done. When you're ready to come out, I'll tell you. And then I'll tell Gorath. Alright, listen. We need to go out and cause a distraction for the boys. I need you to come with me.
Alright.
And we will make our way to the way out there. And I'll just tell Gorath. Right. I will go talk to that guard over there. And when I do, you open the hatch.
Alright. Doesn't
All
seem
right.
anything could possibly go wrong. Not like the guard is gonna stop what he's doing and investigate me.
Well, that boy over there's watching the door. This one over here will be watching me. So, you just come and you just do what I tell you.
Sure.
And right before we go, I will communicate to to Rio. Right, be ready to come out. Gorath is ready for you.
Yes.
And I will go and speak to the guard over here. Excuse me, mate.
Yes, sir?
Do you have any idea when the master of the mansion is gonna start his big celebration that we're doing?
Oh, that should be at 12 o'clock, sir.
You've got the time right now.
He kind of looks up at the sky. Probably around 11, 11:20.
Right. That's a damn shame. How long have you been here? Working. I mean...
Oh, well, I've actually been... Gorath, can you make me a stealth check? With advantage.
Yes. Ah, fuck.
14. It's okay. The DC we had to get was 10, so good job.
Ah, that's good.
So you open the doors, and you guys see the doors open and Gorath looking down at you.
Go. Seek out. By the way, we got everything else right over here, right?
Yep. Well, Hydro got everything, yeah.
Out we go.
Hang on. Yeah, I'll grab your
Yoink.
tokens. There you go.
Right, and do you know exactly what the big celebration is going to be? I mean, I've seen a lot of people going into the main hall. Do you have any idea what he's got planned for us?
Oh, I believe he's going to. Well, it's nothing that special. He's just going to give a toast on the Union.
Ah, the Union, right. Honestly, I was expecting there to be a little more of a show with such a grand mansion, but it was really uneventful, if you ask me.
Oh yeah. Well, don't tell anyone, but give me a give me a tavern wench who is willing to take off her clothes for a few gold any day.
He just like laughs as much of a grease ball as he can be, and goes, "Right, well, if you've got time after you're done," and I just toss him a gold coin. Have a little fun on me, mate.
Oh, thank you, sir, and I will.
Keep doing a good job there. And he just walks off.
Okay. And you are all gathered outside. What do you do?
I just walk past Rio and go, I will be making my way out. I think you boys should do the same.
We are to observe the after effects.
Do we have to be inside to do that, or do we...
Most likely.
Oh, bloody hell. Well, alright then. You'll find me in the front entrance. I need to get another drink then. And he goes back inside.
Though I do advise we stay close to the doors.
Where's there a garden around here by any chance?
A garden?
Aiden? Yeah.
Here. In the
Okay.
in the courtyard.
Yeah, okay. Hydra will start making his way over there. Then.
You also notice once you guys go back inside that most of the guests are nowhere to be seen.
I think it's time to get going. Are there any of these servers around who are carrying drinks?
Yes, and they seem to be carrying lots of the drinks, actually lots and lots of drinks, towards the main room that it seems like people are gathering in now.
Alright. I will walk to the main room then.
It's now open, I assume, right?
Yeah, it's open.
Okay.
So
I'll stand right there.
No, these are couches, right?
Yeah, I guess I'll take a seat at the couch.
Okay.
Stand by this door right here.
Oh. While they're doing that, as Hydra's cruising the gardens, is there like any like herbs or flowers or anything?
Yes, many.
Would he recognize any that could help take care of like a fever or infection or?
Make me, a maybe a nature check.
Highest I have is 13 there.
13.
Or wait, poison does ability checks. Yeah, never mind, it does.
Yep. 13. Okay, now make me a medicine check.
Alright. 14.
14. Okay. You do see growing around this tree what seems to be a root. Now, this root, once properly prepared, could alleviate some of the symptoms. It is hard to properly prepare, and there would be a check involved. And if
absolutely.
you were to apply it once it was messed up and not done right, this could do more harm to you than good.
He'll kind of eye the guard to see if he's being watched by the guard or if the guard's kind of doing his own thing.
The guard looks incredibly bored.
Okay.
He isn't watching you or anything.
All right. Well, I guess. How hard would it? By gauging it, how hard would it be to pull a couple of the roots out?
I mean, they're roots. A normal person's strength should
you got
be
a
able to pull
blade?
them out.
Yeah, I didn't really bring a blade with me.
It's not
All
like
I had
they
was the
are,
playing pin.
deep roots. They are like, like dandelion type, and you know that
Yeah.
their roots will. It wouldn't take much.
Okay.
Thorns?
He'll go ahead and see if he can pull a couple, or he'll see if he can at least pull one. He might go for two if the guard doesn't stop him.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. What do you want me to roll for that?
Make me a strength check, and it would be a very small DC.
Athletics is okay.
Strength.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like athletics is strength. That's what I was asking.
No,
Or do you just want a flat strength roll?
just flat strength.
Okay. The reason I was asking because I'm proficient in athletics. That's why I was asking. So. Oh, that's a 2.
Wow.
That's why I wanted the athletics, but it's fine.
Yeah, you go down and try and pull out these roots, and I'm gonna say that you can do it because it is literally a flower, but you will make some noise doing it and make a little bit of a scene. You don't know if the guard will react to this or not. It is up to you.
Yeah, as soon as he realizes he's just not strong enough to pull it up at all, with how weak he's feeling right now, he's just gonna leave it alone and just kind of play it off, and then he'll try to follow where the others went.
Okay.
All right,
Julius,
sorry for the delay there.
what are you doing? Hello, Julius.
Oh, I didn't know you were referring to me. He's actually not going to the main room yet. He's gonna hang out outside.
Okay. Does anyone else want to do anything?
Go ahead.
Had Gorath on his way in, he would have grabbed like a drink from one of the servers, so that he has one ready.
You have a
That's
very
acceptable.
sweet and very large glass of wine.
As Gorath is on the job, he's not gonna drink a lot, but he does take a sip.
Very nice. And you can tell that it is the expensive stuff.
That brings a smile to his face. So what is going on inside, and what did Rio want to do?
Well, anyone inside the room can make a perception check if they want.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, Flint, as you're kind of just sat down, looking and kind of surveying the room, listening to people's conversations, you hear a few things. You hear two people, these two. In fact, let me show you. This one and this one. And you hear
Right.
this person say, "Well, it's not a surprise that he's not here. He was against this from the start. I don't think you can blame the man for that. But once it's over, he'll have to fall in line. Or he'll have the rest of us to deal with." And the other man will go, "Yeah, and if he doesn't, well, I've always liked pulling legs off of spiders." You also hear this lady and this sir talking. This is a kind of small, middle-aged dwarf woman, heavy scarred, and she is talking to this kind of handsome, youngish human with not a lot of scars. Say, "Well, if you ask me, it's about time. You know, I was one of the first to say yes. And I think it's needed if we're going to give him a real fight. And this man doesn't say anything. He just nods along with her.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it. Is anyone else doing anything?
Nope, Rio was just kind of watching everyone, trying to read the room and so forth.
Okay. In that case, some time passes, and you watch this gentleman begin to kind of move around, and people will begin to move out his way and surround, and kind of all their attention begins to kind of be attracted to him, as well as Julius. At this point, you will see. Hang on. You'll see two guards slowly bringing the tower or pyramid of pearls held together with icing. And they are slowly making their way. Do you do anything?
Nope.
Okay.
No, he's just gonna keep an eye on him.
They will, as they get to you, sir, could you just move a bit to the side? Excuse us. Thank you, sir.
Pivot!
Yep. Oh, thank you. And the rest of you will see the door open as the pyramid is brought into the room and placed upon the table. One of the guards leaves. The other stands in the corner. As the pyramid is brought in, the kind of atmosphere will change, and you will watch as everyone smiles and kind of begins to goes from a very tense situation to more of a relaxed situation. As this man now stands forward, and the music goes silent. Well, my friends, here we are. Here we are together. A sight I did not think I would see in my lifetime. Now we have all done things and said things to each other that have caused much hurt between us, which has allowed them to move into our humble territory. But today, we will rectify that. Today, we become a family, a dynasty, a kingdom of ourselves. And I, your king. At that point, there is a small clap and applause, which he quickly silenced. Thank you. Now, it is no secret that some of us fought tooth and nail to stop this. But now that it is here, I hope we can all put that behind us. He will walk up to the pyramid, and he will pick up his glass. He will gently take the top pearl and place it in his glass. And he will step back. Please, my friends, join me in a toast to the new Clasp. And you will watch as people, one by one, go up to the pyramid, take a pearl, and drop it into their glass. What do you guys do?
Gorath tags along and does the same.
Yep.
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 Flint will walk up and do the same. Go back and sit down.
Gorath is first gonna have it in his hand as he walks, and he's gonna sniff it, and then give it a little lick, unless it smells so bad.
It doesn't smell bad. It smells very sweet. And as you lick it, it tastes just like wine.
The pearl?
Oh, the pearl tastes like pearl.
He put the pearl in the glass of wine, right?
In his glass of wine, yes.
All right. Did the other people do the same?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Gorath puts the pearl in his glass of wine. Very confused, but he's going along with it.
If Rio's not drinking, he'll do the same.
Okay. He will begin to talk again. After this day, the class will no longer be a gang of ruffians, and some people laugh at that. We will no longer be a group of misfits. We will be a force to reckon with. Kings, queens will bend their knee to us. And of course, the myriad will finally learn their place. And with that, the whole crowd kind of goes into a cheer and begins to, some of them even begin to shout. Do any of you do anything?
Huzzah!
Gorath puts down his wine glass and
Yeah, Flint just goes, huzzah!
Okay.
At this point, Rio's just hoping that this is another faction of the Clasp, and not like the actual Clasp.
Yeah, no, Hydro's like side-eyeing Rio right now,
It's like,
and starts raising the glass when they do, and just gives a cheer of applause to try to blend in.
And with that, he will say, to you, to the Clasp, and to our future. And he will take his glass and drink. And everyone else will begin to drink.
Yep.
Rio raises the glass to his face, but he does not drink.
Okay.
Yeah, Hydro's not taking a drink either, but he will
Flint
bring it up to
does-
his mouth.
Yeah, Flint does the same.
Okay.
Gorath actually drinks, but only a few sips.
Okay. Julius, were you doing anything? When you can hear this, like, cheering and everything through the door. Do you do anything?
No, he is just observing from the outside. In fact, he has other ideas, so he's just waiting to see what happens.
He finishes the drink along with the rest of the crowd. And there is a thunderous applause again. And this time he does not stop them. He will smile. He will nod. He will wave. He will begin to shake hands. And at that point, he will be kind of accosted by a few of the individuals as they all want to talk with him. And you begin to hear around the room. You hear things like, well, it's about time. I guess the throne really has been taken. You hear things like, with us all united, we can finally strike back. And you also hear, a name that is very familiar to all of you. You hear, still, I can't believe Harak didn't show up. To think, he's the only one that didn't. It's disgraceful. And another person says, don't worry, we'll deal with him later. At that point, the music begins to play again.
Everything seems fine.
Seems fine.
Guess we'll just keep watching.
Okay. A few moments pass. Can I have everyone who their character would be interested, and I'm guessing all of you, who is watching this person, please make me a perception check.
I will say, if you don't mind, I'm not watching him. I'm watching the people around him.
Okay.
If that's okay with you.
Okay. You notice that the people around him are kind of congratulating him, and you also hear a phrase. They say, hold for reading. There it is. You hear them say, congratulations, Spiraling. Congratulations. Over and over again. That word, Spiraling.
Spiraling?
Mm-hmm. And then you hear someone say, oh, no, we'll have to call you something else than that. There needs to be a better, more esteemed title. Maybe king. And they all laugh at that. The other people who rolled over 10 or over, you'll notice he is beginning to look a little bit pale in the face. And you can actively see that he is trying to kind of hide that he may not be feeling very well. Moments later, he will begin to cough. First, just a small amount. Excuse me. And heavier. This person will walk over to see if he's okay. I'm fine. You will notice that the skin around his neck is beginning to turn purple, and his veins are beginning to go a darker shade of black. Do any of you do anything?
Gorath stands up and he's gonna look terrified. What is going on?
Yeah, Flood stands up and walks up. He goes, is he alright?
Look at his skin!
He does not seem to be breathing. Ariel would say from the corner.
Hydra's gonna put down one of the glasses on one of the counters over here and go to the door. Guards!
At this point, as you shout, Julius, you see Hydro come out and shout for the guards. A guard quickly rushes over as this guard begins to rush over as well.
Hydra will step aside and let the guard through.
He'll push through the crowd. Get there. Once there, the guards kind of grab a hold of him and begin to slam on his back. Sir, are you choking? Sir, someone get him some water. This person will hand him a glass of wine. He will grab it and try to drink. But you notice as he tries to swallow, no liquid goes down and it just seems to flow out of his mouth. At this point, you also notice that other parts of his skin begin to glow with a sickly purple color. He begins to try to say something. Almost like he's trying to cast something, and the casters in your group will recognize this as he's trying to make motions with the hand, but as he's trying to speak, nothing is coming out, stopping whatever spell he's trying to cast. He goes down onto one knee as people begin to grab at him. Someone do something! This woman will run around and try and cast what looks to be what you have seen probably clerics cast this type of magic. She will try to cast it, and you see it have no effect. She looks bewildered of why it didn't work. The veins begin to grow up the neck into the head, and you watch as the eyes begin to bleed, the nose, the ears. He will look frantically around the room try to move, but then fall. He will look over at you, Gorath, and for a second, he will stop and look at you. Look at you like he does not recognize you. And why are you here? He will look over at you, Rio.
As he turns to look at Rio, I'm going to use a subtle spell, and I'm going to lacerate his eyes.
Okay.
Don't need him looking over here. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and spin a...
All attention is focused right on the
sorcery point.
Okay. As all attention is focused on him, you
As
do
he looks
so.
at Gorath, he sees the tiniest twitch on Gorath's mouth.
Mm. And as you do so, Rio, you watch as the eyes begin to heavily bleed. And he will kind of gesture a hand motion in your general direction, almost like he's trying to point, but can't. And then he will kind of raise a hand over where he saw Gorath, but it kind of just looks like he is reaching out for help. And again, he will try and speak while making a motion with his hands.
Where are those guards? Goes out and looks for them.
In the hallway, you see this guard begin to charge and enters. And after a few more moments of struggle, you watch him fall to the ground. His breaths they go silent. At this point, the room also goes silent. People don't shout, they don't scream. They just stop and are all staring at the body. One of the individuals will begin to charge past. Is he dead? This man will touch his neck. He's gone. She will nudge the person who tried to heal him, and she will say, Right, I'm on it. And she will begin to cast something, and you'll see almost like a holy light begin to glow from his body. And she will look confused. It's not working. I can't find him. His spirit, it's not anywhere. You watch this woman, the dwarven woman, say, The fucking myriad. It's the myriad. It has to be. Or this older man will come up and say, Or what? Say your mind. Or it was one of you, jealous that you weren't picked for the throne. Oh, this coming from the bloody dwarf. It was probably you. She will take out a weapon hidden behind her back. He will reach out and kind of hold his hand up. Almost you see a glow begin to form, as well as what looks to be a rune on his skin begin to glow right on the forehead. You see this drow lady shout out, What do we do? Are we about to be attacked? What do we do?
With that, Gorath runs straight to the windows and opens the curtains to look out.
You see nothing.
It's all clear here.
The dwarven woman will stand around, get closer to the body. Well, you know what happens next, right? They'll strike at all of us. We have to be strong. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. I'll take the throne. You hear a laughter come from different points in the room. You're kidding, right? Another woman says, You? Why you? Why does it have to be you? And this man will even begin to drag the body a little bit closer to him. And will say, he wouldn't want that. He'd want someone intelligent. And this woman will say, what, like you? You? This person will come forward. Perhaps it should be someone who is witty, who can have sway over people like myself. And this person will say, you! Fucking you! I could flick you and you'd die, you little runt. And he will begin to kind of take up a more aggressive pose. And you can quickly see our people are beginning to get more aggressive. And this older person will say to the dwarven woman, Spirling Orlan, you have no right. I will never follow you. She will turn, look at him, and say, Ah, well, Spirling Warren. So you want the throne then? And he says, Why not me? You are all noticing that this is seemingly growing more and more hostile. Would any of you like to do anything?
Where is the pearl right about now that this guy had?
The pearl is in his glass on the floor, spilled. And if you look down at the pearl, it is no longer a brilliant white. It is now a deep, deep black color.
There is no way that I can get it without getting noticed now, is there?
Unless you rolled a natural 20 in a stealth, then no.
Hmm.
I mean, we don't need to get it.
Yeah,
Our job is done.
Yeah, that's true.
We go.
All right.
You think?
Flint is gonna go to the dwarven woman and say, "Well, it seems like you're really eager to take the throne." Immediately saying you want to rule. How do we know you had no hand in this?
You're right. How don't we know? Oh, so it's all against the dwarf, right? As it always has been. And she'll push the old man. At this point, this lady will step behind her. What's wrong with her ruling? Is it because she's a woman? Huh? What, does it have to be a man?
Here we go. Oh, here we go. Flint just goes, it's always like this, isn't it?
At this point, as you say that, a man will come behind you. We wouldn't trust any of you. No, if it's going to be someone, it's going to be someone from Imon. At that point, this
Look over to this man.
Mm-hmm. He looks like he is about to strike this person.
Oh boy.
And the guards, now not knowing what to do, are beginning to pull their weapons, but not knowing which master to fight for. And at this point, this woman will look over at you, Flint, and quietly say, Who are you?
Mm-hmm.
And Flint just looks at her confused. What?
Who are you? And she'll get close to you. While these two begin to get into an argument now.
Do I have a name on my invitation, or is it just an invitation without a name?
There was a name, but I said I would allow you to invent your name.
Okay, then I'll use the name I invented. I'm Jack Fleet.
She'll look confused. And at this point, this person will kind of nudge past her, getting closer to the body and beginning to kind of look for something. And he will grab a hold of his robes as this man quickly jumps over and pushes him back into the table. What do you do?
Gorath is quickly, or
I'm
just
gonna.
Gorath is casually just walking out. Now that all attention is drawn to the infighting.
I'm gonna look at. I'm gonna look over to the man who got pushed, just as in almost a surprise kind of look.
As you do that, she will turn around and see what you're looking at, and she'll say, "This isn't the time. We shouldn't be doing this now. We should plan."
I'll walk back slowly.
Okay. This man will kind of turn to her and start shouting at her, saying, "Oh, what good are you? You couldn't even bring him back from the bloody dead. Piss off." And her eyes will begin to glow as you, I'm guessing, leave the room.
I'm out.
Okay.
Gorath is taking a quick look over here at these two.
I'll tell Gorath, we're done. I'm out. And I'll just leave. I'll make my way outside.
Out of curiosity, is this door still locked?
It is.
Julius.
Not the time. We need to disappear.
Alright, fair enough. And he'll just follow Julius then?
Rio has left through the way the guards left open.
Okay. And as you all leave, you will hear in the distance smash glass. You hear shouting, you hear screaming, you hear racial slurs, you hear different words in different languages that you don't understand, and eventually you even hear swords and knives being drawn. Congratulations, players. You have just started the Clasp Civil War.
Hey!
Oh man.
And I want to loot Lyra's body. Oh, forget it.
You had ample time before.
No, we had something to do. Now we have some time.
Okay, so you're running downstairs, and you notice that as she is captured, all of her belongings were taken. You do not know where they are.
Lame. I'm leaving then.
Yeah, I'm just gone.
Okay. And with
we're
that,
heading back to the tavern, I suppose.
Congratulations, you have just gained access to the main story.
Hey!
Yay.
So, you make your leaving what you now know as a surprise was not the myriad that you first believed, but was seemingly a gathering of the leadership of the Clasp, crowning one of their own to take charge, organize, and take on the myriad. And you just assassinated, quite literally, the King of Thieves.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go!
That's unfortunate.
He must have been worth so much XP. I'm joking.
As you make your way back in at just past 12 into the city of Western, what do you guys do? Are you going back to the tavern?
Yeah, I mean, it's midnight. There's not much to do.
Flint is gonna speak with Gorath if he can find him.
I assume we're all just walking together.
I assume that you would all, well, maybe not, God, loud. I assume that you would all eventually meet up at the tavern anyway, so you can say that you all make your way there.
Alright, then Flint goes up to Gorath and goes, well, now that we've got a job well done, let's discuss your findings.
Oh yeah, the book.
No. You found more than a book. So, we split this up 50-50, mate.
50-50, eh?
Yep.
Well, you did put the silence.
Not only did I put the silence, I told you what's behind that.
Alright, that seems kind of fair. From his pocket, he's gonna take out the pouch of 300 gold pieces.
Wait, are we on our way back doing this?
I'd say that
I
you're at
would
the
assume
tavern.
that. I would
We're in
assume
the tavern, guys.
Oh,
I would assume that Flint took me aside.
It's up to him.
Yeah.
oh well. Rio's gonna slither on up. I see that you managed to get the door open with my crowbar.
Oh yeah? I did.
What did you find?
This book.
He's gonna squint. That is all you found.
And this pouch.
He's gonna see if you're lying.
Okay, if you're lying, make a deception. And if-
16.
16. And you make an insight check. 19.
Oh yeah, he's hiding something else.
Rio nods and strokes his beard. It seems very strange that there's a book and that's all you found. Also,
Well, there's this pouch as well with a quite hefty sum.
and
It's
what
more
else?
like a bag, and he slams it on the table.
I will level with you. I learned all of your tales when we played cards. It is only fair that you break me off a piece of the pie. You did use my equipment after all.
Flint opens the bag and sees how much there's in, starts counting.
There's 300 gold pieces in the big pouch, but as Rio has assessed, it isn't all that Gorath has found.
Oh.
Well, come on, let's see it.
Gorath makes a big sigh and he pulls out another smaller pouch with 10 platinum pieces, and he takes out a big ruby.
Well, now that is interesting.
Yes.
How much is platinum in gold?
1 platinum equals 10 gold.
Okay.
Very
So that's 100 extra, so that's 400 gold and a ruby.
Yeah.
Can we appraise the ruby?
I got the value, but I'm not sure if I should have the value from the DM.
Well, you can make once you see the ruby, you can all
Crooks of some kind.
make a intelligence check to see if you can recognize the ruby, and if you have the criminal background, advantage.
Well, 13.
Okay. Intelligence.
I mean,
I have criminal background.
yeah, 11.
11.
14.
We all have the criminal background.
Surprise.
It looks like a ruby, a very precious and finely cut ruby, and you can guess. This would be around. Well, not around. It would be. You could probably sell it for about 500 gold.
Oh,
Now
that's-
is
she's a beaut, isn't she?
roughly 180 gold apiece. Yes.
Well, I assume we're getting paid as well, so this is a bit extra.
It's a nice little
What?
bonus, yes?
Well, if we sell that, we can split this 225 gold each. Seems fair, right?
No, there are 5 of us.
Well, there are only 3 of us who knows.
And
You cannot
only
pull
3
your
of
job off by yourself. We would not
Well,
have this
we-
opportunity.
We worked together to open that, while the other 2 were fucking off somewhere else.
Your math was off. get 900 gold for it, it would be 300 apiece.
Now I'm gonna get out my calculator.
Actually, yeah, that is 3. I divided it by 4. I was mistaken. Yeah. Well, you're right, 300 apiece. And believe me, I will put this to good use. My guess is Gorath and you are going to gamble it away. I need this for future endeavors that might benefit all of us greatly.
Likewise.
I'm not gonna
Ah.
gamble this big a sum.
Ugh.
I do want to look over the book, though.
Okay.
Gorath opens the book, and I assume you two sit beside him.
Yeah.
When you open the book, you see numbers. You see in common writing letters. You see in obvious elven writing letters. And it seems the book is completely in code. And it looks like if a common person looked at it, it would look like absolute gibberish. Even made up some of the letters. But it looks like it's made out of a few different languages and numbers and symbols. And you can only guess that it is probably code.
Well, I speak Elven. Would I be able to put any of this together?
You speak Elven, and you do recognize symbols of the alphabet in Elven, but it doesn't make any words. It is just like common symbol, letter, symbol, Elven letter, another symbol, number, Elven letter,
Okay.
Orc letter.
Okay.
You know, it is code.
Orc letter?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is clearly some kind of code.
Yep. It's a book of code. This is probably something that our employer is gonna like.
Yep.
Perhaps. I'm not sure we should turn it over, considering we just jumped off a civil war.
Well, what use is it to us anyway?
Fair. Maybe we can get a bonus from it.
That's
Nah,
what
let's
I'm
go and
thinking.
Let's go and sell the gym.
Right. Are we able to find a buyer at this hour?
No.
Yeah.
Fences, right?
You do not know any fences here. I mean, Gorath technically does know someone who could maybe get this sold for you.
You said it's like midnight right now, so do we just get this over with tomorrow then?
I'd say so.
Right.
Have you got a horse?
I don't think I do.
Nope.
Well, you know what you're gonna have to spend some money on, because we're riding.
Very well.
Well, good night. Let's
Well-
split up the money all tomorrow.
We split this up tomorrow. We don't have an even number right now to split it evenly.
Correct.
And Hydro and Julius, what are you guys doing before going to bed? Hello?
Honestly, Julius has no concerns other than seeing what the employer thinks about completing the job. So in fact, he's actually more interested in leaving even though it's the middle of the night to get the job done, but unfortunately the rest of the party wants to sleep.
Hydra's going to look at the stuff he found in the basement. He's going to look over the dagger. Like, is there any markings, or is it just bloody because it was used to kill Lyra?
It was used to kill Lyra. It looks, from when you had the spell going, it had no magical essence to it.
Right. Okay. He'll set that aside. Mental note to give that to Julius later. He's going to go ahead and unwind the scroll to see what's on it.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Notes. It seems like a newly made spell. Looking over it, it is covered in runes, and here's the question. Would you, just opening this scroll, would you recognize the actual spell itself on the scroll? Are you trained in Arcana?
He's not trained in Arcana.
Then it just looks like a magical scroll to you.
I'll have to show this to Rio later. And then he'll just rewind the scroll and bind it again.
Okay.
He'll check out the pendant and be like, not really seeing much use here either. Another thing Rio's gonna have to look into. After that, he's gonna then open up the spell book.
Mm-hmm.
Same writing, same kind of runes and shit.
Yep.
Okay. Rio's gonna be busy. Hopefully he can figure this out. And with that, he'll just kind of pull everything back. He's going to then go ahead and he's going to, yeah, he's going to go ahead and, now that he's back with his other stuff, he's gonna try to bandage up the bite a bit and try to make sure it doesn't get even worse.
Okay.
And that's about it. That's what I'll do for the night. And that is true. You could. That's true. If you're not aware what an item is, if you would spend the time to attune to it, you figure out what it does. It's true. But I can't remember if that's common knowledge or not.
I mean, it's magic items are out there. People know about them and how to use them.
Right. So okay then. Then what he'll do is he'll hold on to the vial and just basically kind of when he's going to go to sleep, he's just going to try to attune to it and see what happens.
Okay. You take some time and concentrating on this item, and eventually it kind of hits you in the head what it is, understanding its true purpose. This is a +1 blood well vial.
Bitch.
Yep, you should have access to it in your compendium.
Yep, I see it. Okay. Once he figures out what it is, he's like, "Oh, Rio's gonna love me," and then he's just gonna conk out.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything tonight, or should I move on?
Good.
Okay. If you would all click on your tokens and then hit the long rest button in the macro bar that pops up at the top. Now, unfortunately, both Julius and Hydro, I believe something bad happens to you now.
We gotta make a save. Save throw.
Where are you, Deaf Dog? Let me put it in chat one more time for you. Let's just make the attack. So, make a Constitution saving throw, both of you. That's a success. You break it.
Alright, let me roll mine. Oh wait, that's at disadvantage shit. I meant to only roll the one. But either way, it didn't matter.
Okay, and that is also that is a fail. So your health points reduced by 5. The maximum hit points.
Ugh.
And as you wake, you feel yourself growing weaker as the skin and flesh around the bite wound of your leg is growing darker and spreading.
When he still feels like shit when he wakes up in the morning, he's gonna look at the leg, unwind it, and frown at the extra shit. He's gonna cast Restoration on himself.
Okay, I didn't know you even had that. And with that, you watch as
I have it. Just yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
you watch as the wound doesn't close, it doesn't heal you, but you watch as the darkness from your skin is kind of fades away, leaving kind of still a red skin of the damage, but no longer blackened by the poison.
Yeah. And he'll just kind of sigh heavily about that. Like, I hate this. Freaking death. Freaking rabid dogs. I'll subtract the 5 because it should restore the 5, right?
Yeah. So you just subtract 5, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just subtract 5 from the current from since I only just restored the max now.
Mhm.
All right, that's it.
Okay, so I'll say that eventually you all begin to make your way down to the more tavern area, and you take up a table. And when you all kind of come down, you notice that a lot of the people are talking about an incident that happened last night with one of the nobles and at a party. A lot of the people don't know what happened, but their rumors are beginning to spread. So, as you all sit down for breakfast, what do you do?
We're gonna look
I'm-
around. Go ahead.
I'm gonna just ask the group. So, did Arthur tell you when he's gonna contact you boys?
I expect they will contact us when they're ready to.
You know that you were supposed to go there, do the mission, and then come back.
Well then, so you got any plans for today then?
Well, we got a few days' journey ahead of us, so I suggest we get it started as soon as possible. I don't think there's any reason to stick around.
I have a few shops I'd like to visit.
Yep, same here.
Hydra kind of tilts his head and looks at the two. For what?
I'm the one of us who has the money.
Oh, I need a horse.
Why don't you just take Lyra's horse?
We got a cart.
Sure, we do have a cart.
She flew, I believe.
No, we had a cart.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Gorath here told me I needed a horse, so I assumed you didn't have a cart.
Forgot about her, actually.
Hydra kind of narrows his eyes at Gorath.
We found the corpse. She is dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
shame.
Oh, that reminds me. Hydra will take out the bloody dagger and just kind of throw it onto the table to Julius.
Prestidigitation?
You watch as the blood begins to kind of seep away and evaporate before anyone around the bar can see it.
We are eating here.
You might want to be careful with that next time.
Well, he took care of it.
Well, you never know who was watching, mate.
Let's
Hydra
be
will pointedly
honest.
take.
In
Hydra
this
actually will
town-
take. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Julius.
I was gonna say, in this town, let's be honest, how many people probably get stabbed? Probably wouldn't be too surprising to see a dagger with a little bit of blood on it. Not that I'd say it was a smart choice, but it's not that significant.
In this part of town.
Bah. I say we spend the morning doing the errands that we need to run, and then we hopefully stay out of trouble.
Yeah,
Sounds
good look at
simple.
that.
Okay, so where would you like to go?
I will follow Gorath.
Yeah, we should probably find some place to sell a ruby worth a fucking ton of money. Where would one
Okay.
go to sell such an item?
Probably the higher end stores, where you would have to go to probably a jeweler, or the other way would be to contact Toad and get him to fence it. But he would probably want a cut of the profits. But
I
at the
relate
same
that.
time, it may be safer to go through his channels than others. So it's up to you which way you want to do it.
Yeah, I relay that information to everyone.
Hmm.
Well, I think we should get your contact. You might want to share, but it's
Oh,
better than.
Oh, he'll definitely take a share.
Well, since this is from maybe one of the most powerful men in this town, it's best to be discreet about these things.
Yeah.
It's only a normal jewel, right? It's just like a precious gem.
You don't know. It looks like a precious gem.
I mean, if
Either
we're
way.
by real life standards, precious jewelry is pretty well known.
I mean, if it's like cut into something, yeah. Usually. It's just a jewel, though.
Yeah. But then I attempt to go and find Toad.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't take you long, as you know that Toad likes to drink here all the time. And after
Yeah.
waiting for maybe, an hour, he shows up, goes over to the bar, and just kind of begins drinking.
Gorath sits down next to him. Hey.
Well, hey to you too. I've heard some of the rumors. I'm guessing you completed the mission.
Oh yeah, it was a great success. And speaking of great success, how about you come with me for a little bit?
Oh, Gorath, I'm sorry, but you're really not my type.
Oh, you flatter me. But no.
I'm getting paid though, right?
Oh, yeah, that is something that we're gonna have to discuss.
Nice. And he'll stand up and go wherever you want to go with him.
We go to somewhere more discreet so that we're not in line of sight of everyone, and yeah.
Okay.
I assume that Flint and Rio are with me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm following you.
So yeah, we're like in an alley or wherever, in a bar room.
Julius would go and just hang out with the horses and cart and wait for the others to return at some point.
Julius, could you roll me a stealth check? Okay. Continue.
So we're now in a secluded place, right? So, Toad, on the mission, we found this pretty little item. He reaches into his backpack and he slowly reveals the gem.
Oh. Oh.
Oh yeah,
Is that real?
I would assume so. It was behind a pretty hefty fucking safe. Took each and every one of my muscles to get it open.
Well then. So he licks his lips. What are you gonna do with that thing?
I was thinking you would fence this and you would get a cut.
Ah, alright. I think I could handle that.
Oh yeah.
And how much of a cut?
Well, boys, he looks at Flint and Rio. How much do you think it's worth getting this off our hands? 10%? 5?
I reckon 10 is fair.
10 is more than fair.
Well, fencing something that precious just after a big event could come with some dangers. I couldn't possibly do it more than for, let's say, 12%. And he will give you a shit-eating grin.
Rio nods and then turns to Gorath. That is fine. I know someone we can use.
You are
Who is
pushing.
perhaps more reasonable.
Wait,
pushing your.
Wait. Hang on. 10%. Now that I think about it, yes, I could. I know someone, and it won't be that dangerous. So just because you're my friend, Gorath, and your friends are incredibly nice people, I think I can do this for 10%.
Well then, I'm hoping you keep your word.
If I didn't, you'd split my head.
You got that right.
And he will try to take the gem.
How quick do you reckon you can get it done? Gorath will say before he allows him to take it.
2 hours, max.
Gorath hands over the gem.
He takes it. He kind of looks at it a bit. For some reason, he licks it, and then puts it in his pocket. Right then, boys. I'll come find you when it's done. Yeah.
Same place.
Yeah.
In the tavern, yeah.
All right then. You have a drink on me, and he'll begin to kind of slowly walk out the door.
Yeah.
Right then.
Gorath is gonna give Rio a look now.
Rio blinks owlishly.
You're pretty good at this.
His lips curve into a sly grin. I do not know what you're talking about.
I was just about ready to just accept 12%. I thought he sounded reasonable.
Bah, he was pushing to see if he could. It is a game. Now then, let's your man do his work. And
Yes.
we need to prepare to do ours.
Yeah. Okay.
If you would, Gorath, I'm gonna need 100 gold right now, please.
Oh yeah. Let's. Gorath counts out 100 gold and hands them to you.
And Julius will say, "I'll be back for the rest of my cut later. I need to go get something." And he walks out.
Wait, Julius is there,
Wait,
right?
did you say Julius?
Oh, sorry. Flint.
I was like, what?
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm gonna remove 300 gold from my No, I'm gonna remove 100 gold from my inventory real quick,
Okay.
and you can add 100 to yours.
Yup.
I swear we'll become a good party later. I swear we
No,
will.
yeah.
I'm working on it.
A good party? I don't know
No,
about
I mean good to each other, not necessarily like.
that.
Yeah. I mean, Rio is making very many advances on Gorath with friendship points.
Oh no, it's all good, dude. It's just part of the game.
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, Julius, you are successful in the task that you asked about, and could you tell me your alignment?
His alignment is lawful evil.
Then it does not change. And yes, you make your escape from those situations. What would you like to do after that? Or would you, do something else?
Exactly what he told the group he was gonna do is go and hang out with the horse in the cart.
Okay. Hydro, what about you? While everyone else has gone off to do things.
Upon seeing, that he noticed that Julius got sick too from the earlier fight. He's gonna opt to go to an apothecary, and he's gonna see if they have any herbalism kits available.
Okay. It doesn't take you long to find one of these stores. They're quite common in, especially cities of this magnitude. And yes, as you walk into what you see to be a store called the Withering Flower, on the inside you see a huge, muscly Goliath man, tattoos that go from the top of the head down onto the face, underneath the eyes, onto the neck, and down, accentuating all of the muscles. And he just stands quiet behind the counter.
At first, Hydra's a little intimidated. Takes a couple moments to look around before he approaches the counter in the Goliath. I'm so terribly sorry to bother you. I'm looking for a herbalism kit. Do you guys have any available today?
What are you waiting for? And the Goliath will sigh and then reach down and pull up, holding, almost like a toddler child, a very elderly woman gnome. Herbalism kits? Is that what you said?
Yeah, a herbalism kit, please.
She turns around and smacks the Goliath in the face, and he will not flinch and not seem to take any pain, and begin to walk her, still holding her out like a toddler, in the air, almost like it's her version of flying. And she will begin to peruse the stands and the shelves until she reaches in and pulls a herbalism kit out, and she kind of makes her way back to the counter, puts it down. Will this do?
Hydra will go ahead and examine it, make sure it's what he needs.
It is what you asked for.
Yeah, this will do very nicely, thank you. How much is it?
She'll look you up and down. 10 gold.
He'll pat his pouches and look at it like real quick. Oh, I'm a little short on that. Would you mind terribly if we went with 8 gold instead?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Not my best skill, but we'll see. Oh no, yeah, it's not. No.
She'll look at you up down. No discounts, but you have anything to trade?
He'll tap his chin for a moment. And as as he's thinking about it, he will. He fiddles with what he'll do actually, he'll take his spear out and he'll set it on the counter. This is really the only thing I can afford to trade right now, but it's a good solid weapon. It's versatile and
What am I supposed to do with it? And you watch as the Goliath makes a moaning noise, almost like a dog wanting a toy. And she'll stop, look up at the Goliath. She slides over the herbalism kit. Take it.
he blinks at the spear, blinks up at her, looks at their herbalism kit. He'll go ahead and take the herbalism kit.
And you watch as the Goliath that is holding her will kind of pull her towards his chest so he can hold her with one arm, and then take the spear and smile heavily.
He'll smile and give the Goliath a thumbs up.
He will give a slight nod with a very shiny, kind of very bright. He looks after his teeth very well, as they are perfect as he smiles.
All right. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much again.
And with that, she will kind of tap on his chin, and he will then place her back down beneath the counter.
And he'll go ahead and put the herbalism kit in his bag, and then for a little bit he'll let's see, we're at let me move myself here a second. Nope, we're under Flint here. Thank you.
You're at Western. Yeah.
Western. So for about an hour, what Hydra will do, he will kind of walk the fields a little bit and see if he can find some fauna. Well, he'll actually probably walk a little bit of the bramble wood as much as he can, but without spending too much time, walking.
Okay.
And go herb picking for some stuff, and then head back to the stables after that.
Okay. Then make me an investigation check.
Could I swing a survival?
Actually, no.
Or nature?
I'm gonna say nature. Yeah, not investigation, nature.
Okay. Wow, the dice
12.
mean to me now. That's
You
not bad.
find some of those roots that you saw before. You also find some flowers that could possibly be made into a healing potion one day, if you were to be trained into that sort of thing. You know that these flowers are used to make healing potions. One of the ingredients.
It's a good thing I am proficient in herbalism kits, then, huh?
So you have those two. I'd say you get 3 of the roots and 2 of the flowers.
Alright, so would I need 2 flowers for 1 potion, or?
You know that you need other ingredients, but for a single potion, it would be 1 flower. 1 whole flower for each potion.
Gotcha. Nope, I gotcha. Appreciate it. Alright, he'll pocket the roots and make his way back towards the stables.
Okay. So just to get a heads up here, is everyone gone back to the well, actually no. You guys go back to the wait for Toad to return, and after.
Well, I went to find a shop to purchase something.
Right. What shop are you looking for again?
Like a shop that sells like glass objects, because I'm trying to buy a high quality glass eye.
Okay. It doesn't take you long, as going near where the jewelers would be, you do see a jeweler that does mainly sell jewels, but also crystals and as well as glass for the poorer people, but the glass, you can see that it's been worked into beautiful shapes, fine shapes, flawless in some aspects, and even crystals being formed into the same type of objects.
I will ask the person behind the counter if they have any glass eyes that are very, very. I'm here. I have 100 gold, and I'm willing to buy a glass eye for a friend who's had some rough days.
Okay, well, around the counter you see a dwarven woman, black skin, kind of dark hair tied back, and she will kind of just look up at you as you say this and say, "Oh, a glass eye, you say? Yeah, we do have one of those. We get them every now and then when the nobles, when they have a little bit of an accident, and well, how much are you willing to spend? We do also have the odd the jewel eyes, and we also have the crystal eyes. But if you want just the glass eyes, then we can do that too."
I've got about 100 gold.
Oh, well, if you want a very nice one, you could buy a nice crystal eye with that.
I'd prefer it to be glass.
Oh, well, very well. Well, give me a moment. And she'll kind of scurry off into the back and then come back quickly. In a beautiful mahogany kind of case, you will open and you will see a beautifully made glass eye. Not hollow, but the whole thing is glass. And she'll look up at you. And how is this?
He'll examine it.
It is perfection.
There you go. This is very nice indeed.
For this, how about we call it, because you're a new customer and I like you, how about we call it 12 gold?
12 gold.
Oh, yes. It's only glass after all.
Damn, I'm looking for a glass eye worth at least 100 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Okay, maybe if it's jeweled or something. Not sure.
Out of character, is this like a spell component or something?
Yeah, this is for clairvoyance, and it says you need at least a focus worth 100 gold pieces, a jeweled horn for hearing, and a glass eye for seeing.
Okay. In that case, she'll kind of look at you and think for a moment. Well, if you gave me maybe half an hour and come back, I could probably encrust one for you with a few diamonds and a few maybe some rubies in the center of the piece. It would be much more valuable.
I would appreciate that, thank you.
Okay. So you take your time waiting. She even lets you wait in the store if you want, or even watch as she does her work. But eventually, after the 30 minutes are up, she will give you a glass eye, and around the rim you will see a circle of small diamonds, and at the very center of the eye, where the iris should be, you see a beautiful little ruby gem. And as the light kind of flickers, it almost dances in the actual, eye of the eye.
That is phenomenal work, I must say.
Oh, well, thanks. So that'll be 100 gold.
And he will pay her 100, thank her, and be on his way.
Okay. Later on, you three will meet back up at the tavern, and eventually you will see, as it is getting a little more into the afternoon, Toad will arrive after being about 10 minutes late after the 2 hours have passed. He will rush in with a sweat on his brow. Oh, you would not fucking believe the day I've had.
Oh, I can see it on your face.
Yeah, well, it was a little bit more hard. Apparently the whole city's going a bit mad. Apparently there are bodies dropping everywhere. But anyway, I got it done. And, well, he will look around the room and begin to pull out. Now, there is a catch, and I hope you don't mind. I couldn't just, go walking around with 500 gold.
Yeah.
So I had to get it in platinum.
Yeah.
And he will
That's fine.
bring out a sack. And he will kind of place it, and he will say, and I've already took the liberty of taking my own. My cut.
All right. Gorath's gonna take the bag and he's gonna count the coins.
Okay. Yep, he has taken his cut and nothing more.
Perfect. Gorath gives him a big smile. And he reaches into his pocket and takes out his 9 silvers that he has.
Mm-hmm.
For doing a good job, here's a tip. I hope you can continue doing honest work for us in the future.
Well, anything for a friend, and he'll punch you on the arm really hard, but it doesn't really hurt you.
You see what? Well, you see, there's a saying: birds of a feather shit together, or whatchamacallit.
Yes, you really are a shit, and he'll laugh at that as well.
All right. How many platinums did I get?
So he took 50 gold's worth. So that would be 5 pieces of platinum. So that would leave you with
450 gold worth.
45 platinum.
All right. I'm getting into the calculator. BRB.
It's gonna be at least 283 gold each.
15 platinum each.
It is 283 gold. Oh, I'm gonna just screenshot this.
It's 15 platinum each.
No, but for the entire gold that we have, all the money that we got.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's 283 each. So 183 for me, since I already took my 100.
I'll leave you guys to calculate that anyway. And I'm guessing you guys would want to make your way to the stables.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so can we just say for brevity that we got this in gold, so we don't have to do any more calculating?
Sure. If you wish, we'll say that, on the way out you exchange the money for the platinum to gold, which is easy enough to do. So if you want to do that, you can.
Hold on, he's getting his birthday song.
Who is?
Gorash.
Oh,
You didn't hear that?
I heard the start of it.
I think I did as well. It's his birthday.
I muted real quick.
No, we heard it. Yeah, it's cute.
Happy birthday!
Yeah. Because it's my birthday, I'm just gonna keep everything. No.
Oh shit!
I will stab you. 28. Okay.
Hey, don't worry. Julius has a birthday gift for you. Remember how the King of Thieves got a pearl? Well, Julius got one too. He could give you.
Oh. No, all right. I'm gonna continue doing the calculating, and yeah, you said for brevity we were allowed to just add it as gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
And because it's your birthday, you get the Vorpal sword. There you go. No.
Oh, perfect. I don't even know that magic weapon.
Alright,
Indeed, it just falls out of the sky.
so we're just gonna head out and look for Hydra now.
Well, as you all kind of make your way to the stables, Hydra is waiting there.
He'll slip into Elvish and then hand him a small pouch.
Hydra with a little flower crown will smile and take it and thank him in Elvish.
it is part of my share of what we found. The others aren't quite there yet, but I figured we are still in this together.
Hydra will throw an arm around Ryu's shoulder, and when he does, the little vial has like a necklace onto it now, and it's just dangling there. And he just grins as he lets it hang there for Ryo to take.
Perfume?
You going to love me?
It depends. What scent is it?
Bond to it tonight.
He gives him a suspicious glare, but he squirrels it away and then heads over to Julius. If he's there.
Yeah, he's there too. He was waiting there.
Go
Oh,
ahead and
by the
Julius
way-
into the pouch.
By the way, Julius, Hydra would have tried to give you a flower crown.
Do what?
He would have tried to give you a flower crown. Whether you were or not is up to you.
Julius would not. He's all right. In fact, even the pouch that was given to Julius, he actually turns that down as well. I don't know what's in the pouch, but if it's whatever you earned during the mission, feel free to keep it. I expect our employer will pay me what I'm due.
He shrugs. As I see it, it was a group effort, so it's what we earned in the mission.
I'll keep that in mind, but my words stand as is.
He shrugs. As you see. He'd return to Hydro and pester him about his flower crown.
He will reach into his robes and pull out another one and offer it to Ryo. Think I forgot about you?
What color is it?
Purple, of course.
He will then wear it.
And you look
knows your
incredible.
color. Now, how much did you give me?
100.
100? Okay. Thank you kindly.
And eventually you all kind of gather up, and I will ask, are you now leaving Western?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't see why not.
Yep.
You will pack up your things, and I'm guessing also, Flint, you'll have to buy a horse. Oh,
Don't
you
the
have a
group
cart.
have?
You have
We
a cart.
could take
so-
care of us.
You have a cart.
Yeah, you could get in the cart. It's fine. So, would you like your own horse, or do you just want to get in the cart?
I'll just get in the cart.
Okay. And you will begin to make your way back to Stillbend, back where all of this started. And it takes maybe, 2, maybe 3 days to get back. Eventually arriving. In that time, does anybody want to RP anything or do anything on the way there?
Where's gonna
Right.
Go ahead.
Right off 3 rations.
Yep.
Why? I'd be hunting.
Oh, true.
For everyone?
Yeah, of course. It's the group
Okay.
effort. Because while I'm out hunting,
let's
I'm
be
also
honest.
trying to gather herbs.
Yeah, I just imagine
If
that
he's
you
out
turn
hunting
into...
and he catches... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
And I was just going to say, I imagine him turning into a deer and just saying, "Eat me."
That would be funny.
But no, what were you saying, Julius?
Oh, I was just gonna make the remark that, if he's out hunting, as long as he's not terrible and like catching squirrels or something, I think we're covered.
Oh no, I would be tracking large prey.
hmm Not like bears, but I'm guessing like deers and
No.
things like that.
Deer, yeah, like herbivore, not carnivore shit. No,
No,
no, no, no,
no
no.
owl bears then.
No, those are precious.
But owlbear meat is so good.
We'll
I
save
know,
it
and
for
it would
the other
last us like 6 months.
day.
Like chicken and
yeah,
beef
just-
together.
But yeah, But every night when we set up for camp, instead of helping set up the actual like camp, he'll go
Mhm.
out hunting and for a couple hours and bring back what he finds.
Okay. Also, I'm guessing Rio, you connected with and attuned to that necklace.
Yeah.
Okay, you may put in, go into the compendium, and drag and drop a +1. What is it called? Blood well.
I found it.
Okay.
Neat.
Neat.
Do this.
Hydra, did you do anything with that scroll as well?
Well, that was part of the roleplay I was going to bring up.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're perfectly fine. He was just going to kind of, when we were camping around the campfire a bit, he would plop next to Rio and throw the spell book on his lap and the scroll onto next to him.
Ooh. What is this?
I found it in the scroll was down below with your little vial there, and dagger I gave to Julius, and this Julius and I found in his bedroom. I believe it's his spell book.
Interesting.
I can't read it, so
Yeah. Very well. I will look into it, I suppose. There's nothing else to do.
no, but
Well, if you're going to investigate both of them, the first thing you notice before even making an investigation is that the book itself is highly complex and will probably take a long period of time to kind of discover all of its secrets and all of its spells. It will need quite a bit of time, but if you would like to make me 2 investigation checks, the first one being for the scroll and the next for the book.
guidance.
Roll.
Ooh,
You get guidance on this, by the way, so roll a d4.
It's
I
a
mean,
natural 20. He's not going to do that.
Yeah, but I mean, natural 20s are only really. I mean, as far as unless never mind, it's your call.
okay.
And book.
Another guidance.
Okay, that's 19. So what you get from this is the scroll can be used by anyone. You know, it's not that hard. You know how scrolls work, and this seems to be a kind of in line with what you saw in that basement, and it seems to be some sort of blood magic, and it seems to be a spell called Blood Puppet.
Ooh. Okay.
As well as the book. Again, very complicated, but you are able to kind of discern one of the pages. Now, using this book, that is another story, as you have this is not a scroll. This is someone's grimoire, and it is not as simple as just using it. So for right now, even, you know, finding out what spells each page is, you have no way of actually using them. But the first spell on the first page is Blood Law, and it seems to be, again, a more of a dark art spell.
Oh, okay. So he just goes over it and then shrugs. It is a dark wizard spellbook. It's probably full of blood, shadow, and demonic magic.
So expensive then, right?
Yes, probably.
The right buyer, very expensive.
But also very shady. So we will have to be careful when looking for a buyer for it. But I will study it in the meantime. It could give me ideas to develop my own magic.
That's kind of what I figured. But as long as we get a good price for it, then all of us should be pretty good. And if I wear
Hopefully.
share is pretty decent.
Hopefully
I'm
without
usually
being
just-
shivved for having a dark wizard spellbook.
Well,
Yes.
it's only dark if someone can read it.
Fair enough. Ooh, this one right here. It's like catnip for bloodsuckers.
Hydra just looks disturbed.
Rio chuckles and then goes back to reading because now he's entertained.
Does
And
any
Hydra
of
will
the
go back to cooking.
Does any of the other players want to do anything in this time?
Flint just pulls out a pipe and smokes it.
Okay. And with that, I will say you'll take the nights. You will kind of read into the things you've got, examine other things that you've occurred, think about the bigger picture with what you have been able to accomplish and what it could lead to. But eventually, you do make your way back to Stillbend. And it doesn't take you long to kind of get the horses herd away and make your way to that particular bar. And we'll move you.
About what time is it when we get to the Stillbend?
It's around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Not that late.
So shops would still be open, but not for long.
They'd be open for maybe another hour and a half. You've got some time still.
Yeah. I would like to pull Rio aside and ask him to go shopping with me.
Hmm.
You are
Very
can be
well.
caught.
Yes, very well.
Yes. So I would like to go to the blacksmith that totally ripped me off for those two javelins, but I don't know that.
Okay. I'll say that you could have done this before going to the tavern if you wanted.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you and Rio make your way to that same blacksmith. And you see her as you enter, kind of banging along, making what looks to be a chess piece, and she'll kind of turn over and look at you. Oh, well, if you haven't returned. Hello, love.
Hello. I
And
was
what can I
looking
do
to
for you?
I was looking to get a new piece of armor. This right here, he gestures to his scale mail, has served me well, but I think I could go for an upgrade.
What you thinking of?
Something that makes a lot less noise when I move around.
What do you mean, like levers?
Not leathers. Something that gives a good bit of protection still. I was thinking like a breastplate or something similar.
A breastplate? Yeah, I could make something like that. In fact, I've got something. Yeah, take a look at this. And she'll take out a simple but very well made breastplate. What do you think?
Do I notice anything about it? It looks just right, or?
It looks... Well, if you're asking if it's magical, it looks...
No,
magical.
that's not what I'm asking. I am asking if the make is okay.
It looks perfectly fine, yeah.
I pick it up and I feel its weight. I knock on it a few times and then I say, "How much do you reckon it goes for?"
Ooh, for this item... let me think. How about 10,000 gold? And she'll burst into laughter.
Gorath looks horrified, but then takes a look at Rio.
Rio blinks. Does she seem like she's teasing, or is she just being, that bitch?
She seems like she's just testing the waters a little bit and seeing how much this person may have on them. And she's kind of thinking and trying to decide.
Rio chuckles, kind of as if he was laughing along with her. That is very funny. Oh, it is a good day. Right. Now then, what is the real price?
Oh, all business. Very well. How about we call this 20 gold?
It sounded like you are. Well, what does the item look like? I should say. What kind of state is it in?
It's not brand new, but it is in goodish shape. From what you can see.
Out of character, Mr. DM.
Mm-hmm.
The item I'm looking to buy is a breastplate, and they go for roughly 400 gold.
Oh, that breastplate.
Yeah.
Ah, I see.
I thought there was a bit of a miscommunication.
I thought you meant... Which one was I thinking of then?
Studded leather?
Studded leather! Sorry.
Yeah, that's not the one I'm looking for.
I'm looking at the stats now and I'm like, does he want this? Yes. For breastplate... That's not a +1. Why am I looking at that? Okay. So, yeah, she'll actually look at you and say, 420?
That stings, I don't have that much. Huh.
Perhaps if it was brand new, but look here, this is a scratch and a dent. You're selling me it's nearly useless.
Useless?
390 is more than enough.
I mean, it's scratched, but well, I make a persuasion check. $11. Okay, let me roll a d20. 16. Okay. What about 410? Will you take 410?
410? You are stealing the food from my children's mouth.
Oh.
How about 395?
Mm. $395. You got yourself a deal.
He looks like Wrath.
Is that a good price?
He nods.
Oh yeah, I don't have that much, but I'm willing to trade in my current scale mail for a little bit of an additional discount. You can probably
How much
refurbish
do you have?
No, I wouldn't whisper this. I currently am in possession of 331 pieces.
Perfect. And then he slaps the scale mail. And you can even re-gift this to another strong orc man. You can make more than the 60 gold as a difference, yes?
Make a persuasion check again. This is going to be the last roll. Let's see.
You're getting more and more persuasive as you speak. I like this.
A 5.
It's persuasion, not deception, because I view it as haggling and not lying.
Yeah.
Oh, you're lucky I like you, Orc. You're very lucky I like you. In fact, the scale mail, along with... How much did you say you had?
331 gold.
Okay. along with 150, and sometime in the future, you gotta take me out on a date.
Oh, I can do that.
Real slaps on the back. Fantastic.
All right, then.
Gorath now has a future date in his inventory. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna remove 150 gold from my inventory, and I'll remove my scale mail.
Mm-hmm. You are now the owner of a beautiful breastplate.
Yeah.
Okay. As she will take the money and the scale mail, she will give you a wink, and she'll look over at you, Rio, and just give you a smile and quietly say, "Watch after the big idiot."
Do not worry. I will make sure he bathes.
I
She'll
bathe
chuckle at that.
regularly.
She'll, as you say that, she'll kind of look over, going back to her furnace and sweating over it. I don't, and she'll just begin to hammer.
On the way out, Rio will nod and glance at Gorath. Perfect.
Gorath is very happy.
This is a very good opportunity. If you bed her right, discount on weapons and armor.
I just think she's really pretty.
Yes, that. Let's go. I have reading to do.
Okay. So eventually you do all make your way back to the tavern where you know the secret entrance is. Why isn't Flint out there? Let me bring Flint out there. Flint. There you go. Where you know the secret entrances to where you were first given that mission. So as you enter the bar, you see the usual faces. You also see the little girl behind the bar. What do you do?
Is that Arthur just sitting there?
Say again?
Is that our employer just sitting there?
No. You've actually never met your employer. You were given your orders from Luca. This boy, this guy here. He's not your employer. He is more a right-hand man.
Okay. Well, I'll go up to Luca then.
Okay.
Evening, mate.
Well, I'm glad you're all back in one piece. And yeah, it's a good evening. And he'll smile.
I assume you've heard the news.
I have. And very well done.
Well, that pearl is a real nasty thing.
He'll smile at that. Yeah, it's some drow shit, I think.
Of course it is. They're always the kings of poison.
Save that flattery for the boss, and he will stand up. Speaking of, why don't we go see him? And he'll begin to walk.
I follow.
The little girl will not say anything, but you know what she is, or at least most of you.
Hydra will look over to Rio and Julius to make sure they follow.
She's a really cute girl, and I'll have her as the flower girl to me and the blacksmith's wedding.
She might eat the guests.
She'll eat your
I
bride,
think
dude.
that's fine.
So, eventually you go down the trapdoor, making your way back into the elvish ruins that you know to be drow in nature, and eventually going back to where you first were given your task. And there waiting is Lady Cass, the other right hand. As you walk in, she will smile at Luca and then smile at all of you. Congratulations, I guess are in order. and she'll begin to slow clap, but not in a patronizing way, just as in a trying to be quiet way.
You are too kind, lady.
And you are too sexy to be a part of that group. And she'll smile at that.
He preens and nods as if he agrees.
Hydra will just facepalm.
Gorath frowns.
She sees you frown, and she'll give you a wink on the side.
This time he resists it, for he has another.
Roll. You know what? Yeah. She will notice this and look a little bit confused and almost like, wait, my charms didn't work? Weird. But it isn't long until you hear movement coming from the same doors as last time, as he enters. For the first time, Flint, you are meeting the true employer. And he will kind of look at the group, look at how you're standing, look at what shape you're in. And he will smile lightly. Very nice. Very well done. I could not have done better myself. Congratulations are truly in order. He will begin to walk down. And he will look over at you, Hydro, and usher you towards him.
Hydra will step forward a little cautiously.
He wants
And
you
bow
to
his
get even
head.
closer.
And he will do so as asked.
No,
And as
closer.
And as you get up to him, maybe a foot away, he will go in and he will begin to hug you, but in a very strange way, like just putting the arms on the shoulders and then putting his chest against yours, and then kind of just putting his ear to your ear and whispering in your, and just says, well done, my boy. And he will let you go.
Hydra will kind of be like, thank you, sir. And he looks very uncomfortable and blushing like no tomorrow.
He will then look over at Julius and offer him to come forward.
He'll do so.
And he will do the exact same thing. Say the exact same words. Well done, while holding you gently. And then look over at Flint.
Flint will walk forward. Can I tell if this person is even alive? Or if he's an undead?
Make me a insight check. Or religion check. It's up to you.
I'll go with insight.
22. There is something about him that is giving off a somewhat undead aura. You're not exactly sure what, but there is something about him.
Okay.
And he will again put his arms on yours and kind of go in for the hug. Well done, Flint. You have a bright future with us. And as he gets so close to you, you notice as well, this is an albino drow elf, not just any elf.
Ah. Okay.
He will then look over to Rio.
Rio steps forward, and he seems more curious than anything else.
And he will go in for the hug as well. Well done, Well done. And with you, he will actually put his arm on your back and kind of go in for a deeper hug. And he will smell at your hair. And then he will look over at Gorath.
Gorath steps forward, having fished out the Book of Code, while this awkward ceremony was taking place.
He will look at the book and he will take it, open it, a few pages.
This is a book of what I assume is code. It was locked inside of a safe inside of the mansion. I reckon you can do something with it.
You have done so very well. And this looks a little bit more awkward than the rest of you, as Gorath is much taller than him, and it's almost like a woman at a slow dance with a much taller man, as he wraps his arms around his waist and kind of places his head against his shoulder. I mean, his chest.
Now, if I do have one complaint, it's that there's a little bit of a lack of information going out to us workers. If we could get that sorted out for the next job, I would be a very happy employee here.
Of course, Gorath. I am so proud of you, my son. Very proud. Very proud. And you are free to step back.
Gorath now removes the Book of Code from his inventory.
Mm-hmm.
Please take note.
And I have. And he will hold the book and look at you and says, "This will come of great use in the future, I assure you. And for your deeds, of course you will want your reward."
At that, Gorath smiles. A shit-eating grin.
You watch as he waves a hand, and this platform that most of you are stepping on begins to rise. Rio, Flint, Julius, do you step off the platform?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna stay standing on it.
Okay. And it will rise maybe 7 feet high. And inside you see a small chamber with what looks to be a large box, like a chest. Your rewards are waiting, and for the great work, holding the book, you deserve a little bit more, I think. He will reach behind his back, and you will hear something being removed, and you see him pull out the strangest dagger you have ever seen. A dagger with 3 blades, twisting almost like a screw to meet a final point at the end. And you swear, just for a second, the dagger seems to be leaking like smoke, and this smoke almost looks like the smoke from a fire, but then quickly stops. He will go over to the chest and place it on top. I will be in touch in a few days for your next assignment. But in the meantime, please enjoy yourselves. Take on other jobs. Grow your reputations in the Clasp. All of these things are yours. And he will stand back up on the top part and walk back in the door, disappearing out of sight.
Flint's gonna hop down, I guess, to see what's in the box.
Okay. At this point, Luca and Lady Cass kind of look at you and congratulate you one more time, and they begin to kind of just make their way to go do different things, as it seems you are free to access this area and walk around and do whatever you want here.
Rhea would bow to the lady as she leaves.
She'll give a wink and a small smile. Okay.
Luke!
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Okay. So.
Curls the dagger at Julius. Get this out of the way.
And just to speed things up, would you like me to just tell you the actual things instead of you having to discover what they are?
Yes.
Okay. So as you open the box, first things first, you notice different pouches, different money bags, and there is 5 bags, one for each of you. Inside holds 150 gold for each of you.
Okay.
You see 2 potions. 1, a potion of fire breath. 2, a potion of greater healing. You see a stone of almost jade-like material with runes covering it. A stone of good luck. You see 2 rings, also covered in runes. A ring of water walking, a ring of jumping. You see a wand that matches the architecture of this place you're in and has a spider-like adornment on the top of it. And this is a wand of web.
Ooh.
The dagger that he placed on top that you got as a big reward for how well you did the job, I will actually just put into the your inventories. You should have all access to it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go.
Cinder. Ooh.
I don't see things. I'm blind.
Oh, this is very good for the rogue.
Sit
All
down.
right.
And that is your lot.
Yeah, this is really good for the rogue.
So I might have missed a couple. So it was a potion of greater healing.
Potion of greater healing. Potion
Dragon.
of
Is that-
fire.
Is that in every pouch, or is it just are
Every
those things
pouch.
separate?
Oh no!
Oh man.
The money are the pouches, and there is 150
Okay.
150 gold in each pouch. Those items are separate, and they are just one of each.
Okay.
Oh, that's very good for a rogue, yeah.
May I steal the luck stone?
It is up to you guys to decide.
I'm asking the party, may I have it? Because with my abysmal wisdom, I don't want to be failing those saves.
Or
Hooray, I add luckstone to my inventory.
okay, so it's potions of greater healing.
1 potion of greater healing, 1 potion of fire. Potion of fire breath, yeah.
A ring of
Water walking,
water walking.
and ring of jumping, as well as a wand of web.
So with the wand of web, where you're jumping.
Gorath will be wanting to attack on his turns in combat, so web probably goes to someone else.
I wouldn't mind the ring of jumping.
Same.
If 2 players want, or multiple players want the same item, you can always roll off, and that
have
will
it,
not
it's fine.
do any modifiers. You'll just roll a d20, and whoever gets the higher number takes it.
I'll flick can have it. It's alright.
What does the
it's
ring
not
of
gonna be
jumping
like
do?
exactly
Ring-
what it sounds like.
Say again, Julius. What's that?
Oh no, I was just gonna say it's not gonna be like you know, like an old 90s film where you just start stabbing each other.
Hydra, what are you looking at?
I can't really. I mean, I could use any of them, but I'm not particularly pressed for anything. It's all good. I'll let you guys get first pick.
Didn't you say something about not having web on your spell list?
It's fine. I don't really need it.
Take the wand.
I figured you would prefer it more than me, but it's up to you.
Do you have any spells that are similar to web?
He's
I
got
mean,
that
I have
thorn
Entangle
thing.
Yeah.
and then Thorn Cage.
Entangle, maybe?
Yeah, but Entangle also hits other people. I mean, Web does too, but
Yeah. I mean, you're a druid, right? You can change
But
out your spell list at a long rest.
yeah, but I don't have access to Web. But again, that's not something I'm too particular about.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like that's why I was like it's whatever. I was like whoever might want it more.
Okay.
I'm not gonna use a concentration spell.
Okay, what's left? We have taken the gold, I assume, and I have the luckstone.
Both
There's
potions,
potion-
the ring,
yeah.
and the wand.
Potion of fire breathing and potion of greater healing. I don't need the potion of greater healing. I can heal myself. Fire breathing, whoever wants it.
Fire breathing, what does that do? 13 dexterity saving throw, 4d6, half on successful save.
You can do it 3 times.
Fire at a target. It's not even AoE. I don't think I want it now. I got big single target damage, so I don't need another big single target damage.
What else?
I'm
for
guessing
the-
Julius is taking the dagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. That's super good for a rogue.
Oh yeah.
Besides, Gorath is not gonna downgrade to a dagger, even if it's really good.
All right.
Well, if you have
I
high
guess-
enough dex, it's not really much of a downgrade.
It's a D12 versus a D4.
Oh yeah, that's a downgrade.
I guess I'll take the fire breathing then.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got self-healing, so I don't really need the greater healing potion. But I can hold on to it if no one else wants it.
I'll take the ring of water walking then.
I'll take the wand then.
Okay.
'Cause, I mean,
Okay,
it's
I'll grab the
spellcaster.
healing potion.
Yeah, that's good.
And I believe that is everything divvied up. Yes.
Yeah, I believe so.
Wow, I'm bad at spelling. Grater.
Okay.
Potion of greater healing. I'm adding that to my sheet. How much does that do for me? It does 4d4 plus 4.
So now that you are all looted up, what would you like
I
to
love
do?
loot.
All right. So apparently we have this place down here that we can just wander about.
I mean, no one's stopping you from telling you to go away now. You get this part here is probably off limits, as that's where he went. But the rest is, it's just an open space. It's a ruin. You don't see any boxes around. It just seems to be a waiting area.
I'm gonna click the potion of greater healing to see if it automatically takes it out of my inventory. I'm not using it, just testing.
Okay.
It does not, so I'll have to remember taking it out when it's used.
Okay.
Goody,
Yeah, he
goody.
just picks up the potion and is like, "Hey,
This-
I think this will
this
give
looks
me
like
more
it-
health."
This looks like it tastes good. Glug glug glug.
You also have a.
Does it work
macro.
like steroids?
You also have a macro if you click in your
If I click
token.
on me,
You should say healing potions at the top.
Oh, I see. Then I don't need it on my sheet exactly. Perfect.
Well, you want to know that you've got it.
I don't need it as an attack on my sheet.
Yeah, you
That's
don't.
what I meant.
It just saves room if you have a macro for it.
There we are.
The group's first loot haul. It's always a nice one.
Oh, I like this. So
Okay.
anyway, what do I see around me as I'm all looted up?
I mean, they're ruins. They are. You see depictions of a civilization long gone. They are drow in nature, so any writing here you can't read. You see some pictures and like.
Would there be like a meeting room or something else? I was talking like, yeah, this is the headquarters.
From what you know, you can go back the way you came, which leads into that big labyrinth where you first fought the, I think it's called the Drider. And there is this main door where you do not know what is past that part. Other than that, there is another tunnel to your right that you know exits the here and goes out somewhere in Stillbend, outside the tavern as like a kind of escape tunnel. And other than that, that's it, pretty much.
Okay, so there's not much to the meeting room.
Well, he did say go and do other things. So we may as well begin. I, for one, still need a little bit more gold.
What the hell are you buying?
He shrugs. I would like to live a little bit longer. Seems like we're going to be in a complicated situation of, some random person's devising soon enough.
Things tend to go well when you go shopping. I think I might tag along.
Looking for work, but you are welcome to come along as well.
As you say looking for work, Luca will say, talk to the demon kid. She holds the contracts, and he will just begin to make his way back up to the bar.
That makes sense. The demon has contracts.
Could we talk about why there's a demon kid? No?
Do you shout after Luca?
Yeah.
Each place has its own demon kid.
I like that. He'll come back. What'd you say?
Why is there a demon child?
I mean, I'm pretty sure all children are demons, but...
That is fair.
Yeah, I told you.
I don't know. She's been here longer than I have, before I even joined. I think... Hey, Cass! Cass will look over. Yes. Do you know anything about the little demon? Well, first of all, I don't believe she's a demon. Or at least I don't think so. Or is she? She was here before I came. Huh. Well, you're pretty useless then. Eat shit. And she'll turn around and begin to walk away again.
All right, well, I'm going to go look for a contract. You are welcome to tag along if you like. If not, good day.
Well, if this is pertaining to another job, I'll follow then.
As he turns, he yoinks Hydro. You have to come.
But
I don't
I
care.
was gonna sleep. No, fine.
Depending on the job we might be able to just get started tomorrow after a night's of rest.
Yes.
Julius, you coming too?
I'll be coming along. I see no reason why not to.
Okay, so you make your way up to the tavern area, I'm guessing, right?
Yep, to the demon kid.
Okay. Okay. You'll see Luca already on one of the stools drinking. Who are we missing? Are we missing someone? Oh, there you
He's hiding down
Rio
here.
is down there, yeah.
are. Okay. What do you guys do or say?
Where's she at?
She's behind the counter.
I didn't think we ever got your name. He says to the demon kid.
Names are powers. Names are fury. You will not know my name.
Alright then, you'll be called Kid. So Kid,
Do you have a moniker that you prefer? What shall we call you?
The One.
The One. I see.
I think Kid is easier.
Yeah.
Oh, to just call them demon.
Anyway, we are looking for appropriate contracts. You know, idle hands and all that.
Very well.
Look, it was one time, Rio. Let it go.
She will
Ash.
pull up 2 pieces of paper. As she explains, there are only 2 contracts available right now, as the others have been taken and the rest are too pussy to take these contracts.
Oh,
She will look over at the rats, in particular, over here.
Gorath will look as well.
They are very meek, and you can definitely you could, just by looking at them, you could probably crush them just by standing on their chest.
Oh, these guys are more thievery types.
I guess I'll pick one of the contracts up and read it.
Okay, let me find that.
We did show him the map stained in red, right?
That
Nope.
we didn't show him. It's not in my inventory, so I couldn't show him.
Julius had it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the first job is an assassination of a caravan making its way out of Stillben. It's a Stillben. It's a local job. It talks about that it is to be done on the road and away from the town, and for all the people there, all creatures, to be killed.
Any
Hang on.
details on how strong they are?
It does not. It does, however, say when they should be leaving, which will be in 2 days. And it gives you a description of the main person you are to kill, of a female elf, very fair skin, beautiful golden hair, and also tells you that they have links to the Myriad. The reward for this job is 400 gold pieces and a diamond worth 300.
Ooh. Okay,
Ooh.
okay.
I need to look up what that it could be a spell component for. That is not my job.
No,
Uh,
yeah.
All right, I'll look at the other contract then.
The other contract is classed as a more dangerous contract. This is to retake a ship of the Clasp that was being used as a cargo runner that a bunch of pirates have taken over and are now using to disrupt the shipments of the Clasp to the Lonely Island. It is your job with you will be given a ship to get you there, and for you at least to go out to sea and try and find them. The ship will be somewhat armed.
Is the job to take the ship back, or is it to
the job is
destroy?
to kill the crew, but bring back the ship. If
Oh, that's
possible,
difficult.
if possible. If you cannot, you are to sink it, kill the ones on board. But if you bring it back, you will be further rewarded.
Ooh.
The reward for this is 300 gold with a magical spell scroll. And if you can bring back the ship, an extra 400 gold and a magical item. Both of the scroll and the item are unspecified of what they are.
I have a soft spot for pirates. I want that job.
Yes, but I would think we should take the assassination first. That seems like it's more on a time limit than these pirates.
Flint does not want to just senselessly murder anybody for no reason. He'd rather go with the pirates.
Hydro votes for the Pirates as well, but he also will acquiesce to Rio, that it being quicker to have both. But again, he'd rather focus on the Pirates only.
Very well, I am outvoted.
Julius, what about you?
Well, I mean, seems like my area of expertise to do this job, so I mean, I see no reason why we shouldn't take it.
Which one?
Oh, the assassination job, the first one.
Ah,
So,
so
makes 2 and
2 versus 3.
2 versus 3. Okay,
Well.
so
Who's to say we can't do both? Is there a time limit on the pirate ship one?
The pirate ship one can be done at any point, but just know you cannot take a contract in the Clasp and then not fulfill it.
Oh yeah.
Boys.
So do we want to take an assassination job and then return for the pirate ship?
that does seem reasonable. I know Flint does not feel comfortable with assassinations, but they are
They are connected to the Myriad.
in the life, I wish say.
Well,
Do we
As long
not
as
just
I'm
do
not
something far worse than a simple assassination?
well, I'd rather not do the killing myself, but if we're gonna do it, I'm not gonna complain. This is the life I've got now.
I would not be concerned about that. I believe between Julius and myself, we'll be able to manage it.
And what do you think of the pirate ship? Should we take the contract or leave it?
I do want to
We
do
should
that
leave it for
myself.
now. Since we can't.
if you leave it, someone may other than your group take it.
That's true.
She did say that everyone else are pussies though, and they weren't gonna take the pirate ship.
For the ones
Well, how
that
do we
want
know
it.
How do we know if someone with balls is going to show up tomorrow or the day after?
Yeah, just
The-
so you are
There is a
aware.
nemesis in a rival group inside this
yeah.
class.
The people here are not the whole of the Clasp in Stillbend. This is just the usual people here.
Yeah.
There are many more members of the Clasp in Stillbend.
Yeah.
All right, let's take it.
Gorath has a death pact with the Goliath of the other group, so I think
Mhm.
that he wants to take the pirate ship immediately so that they can't
Yeah.
take it.
Him.
Oh, he one-upped Gorath in the displays of
Oh.
strength.
I want that Goliath. No death packs. How dare you?
Oh, I
I
was
think
just
we're
gonna
minions.
say, as a solution to this problem of somebody else taking our jobs, well, if they do end up taking our jobs, we can always take them out of the equation.
Yeah.
We'll grab both of them.
Okay, and again, I will say this would be explained to you that taking a job from the Clasp and not fulfilling it holds dire consequences. Sometimes even player deaths, depending on the job.
Wait,
Keep
he
that in
said
mind.
he would have something for us to do in a couple days.
few
that's
days.
true.
We don't even have time to do the pirate thing.
Mm,
And anyway, even if we took it first, we wouldn't have time to do the pirate
when I
thing.
said a few days, I more meant you'd have at least some time to go out and do things what you wanted to do.
All right, then we can take both of them.
But again,
I doubt.
you fail at them, consequences. Keep that in mind.
Yes, we have to do them.
And also, risk reward here, but as they're discussing that, Hydra's gonna sidle up next to Lucas, give him a smile. I just thought of this while we were dealing with the previous job. He's gonna take out the cipher journal that he got from the Myriad from before they got hired.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna kind of hold it out to him.
What's this?
Found that on some Myriad people. Can't quite figure it out. We'll read it, but
This is from the Myriad?
yeah, me and Ryu, before we joined the little motley crew over here, we pulled a trick on some of them, and we got one of these things, or found one of these things in their belongings.
I have it.
He's holding it out to him
To
with a
keep.
smirk.
Rio
I can't read
slides
it.
over. I feel like, as this was acquired before our indoctrinating test, we can let it go for the low price of 200 gold.
One day, Ryu, I'm gonna
He
teach you
grins
the benefit of
cheekily.
loyalty.
How
I'm very
about
loyal.
Hmm.
We are loyal in that we are
I'll,
presenting it to him first.
I'll
But
give you
still,
two
this one-
options there, Rio, as I really like you two. How about I give you two options? One, I give you the 200 gold. Two, I give you a little bit more information on those jobs you just took.
We'll take the information.
He
Information's
smiles
better anyway.
heavily. He says, the first job, the assassination, he'll go very quiet. Minotaurs!
Ah,
And the second job, something a little whispers have told me that the captain of that ship stole some new technology from a place called Whitestone, I believe it was called. Something called a pistol, and he's quite deadly with it.
Very well.
So, should I get a shield or something?
None of you have no idea what a pistol is.
You must do research. From Whitehall, you said?
Whitestone.
Whitestone.
It makes me so happy you don't know the lore. It makes me so happy.
I actually have no idea what that is either.
Me neither.
You'll
But I do
find
know
out.
that Lucas said it was deadly, so Gorath is thinking, does he need a
Yeah.
shield?
Very deadly.
Very
It is
deadly.
a pistol.
So,
Do I need a shield?
we need to ask around, find some information.
He will hold out his hand for the book now.
Hydra will daintily put it in his hands and smile.
Cheers. He'll grab you by the shirt. You don't know what this means. And he'll actually kiss you on the lips. And then go over to Rio and kiss him on the lips. And then quickly make his way behind the bar and disappear in the back.
Rio turns a shit-eating grin to Hydro.
Hydra looks a little disturbed. That didn't count, right? That didn't count? Please tell me that didn't
No,
count.
it counts. It counts.
Ah!
I jest with you. He didn't use tongue. You're fine.
Wait, that's what makes it count?
Don't worry. You are still here for whoever, whatever. Nonsense. Let's go.
Stop
Yeah,
making
question.
fun of me.
So he said minotaurs.
Yes, he did.
They're big and brutish.
Yes, but all the same, we just have to take out the elf. So we might be able to circumvent the Minotaurs.
It says
Well-
on the contract all must be killed, but the main
Yeah.
Oh,
target
all
is
must
the
be
elf.
killed?
Yep,
Shit.
but the main target
Well-
is the elf.
Well, I guess I should go visit this blacksmith friend of yours. If we're going to be fighting Minotaurs, I need to make some adjustments.
You're right. Should me and Rio tag along? And besides, I think they're close by now.
Are
They
they? You
would.
think they are?
They would be closed by now, yes.
Bloody hell. Well, we'll do that tomorrow then.
Yeah, time
What?
goes very quickly when you get loot.
Ooh. We need to find out about the Minotaurs as well.
What else what do you need to find? The big brutish idiots with strength to match a giant. That's all you need to know.
I've never
Shit.
seen one.
See, it sounds like you're describing many creatures.
Fair enough.
I mean,
Julius, have you got a bit of range here?
it's a crossbow we saw.
I have a crossbow if you need it.
I asked Julius if he's got range.
Oh, only as far as I can throw a dagger.
I can give you my crossbow if you want. Not very particularly good with it, but you know.
No, I think I could get something made for me in terms of range.
Well, I'm talking to Julius.
Depends on what you are all looking for. As for myself, I prefer to stick to what I know.
Yeah. I was thinking that, well, a Minotaur can smash and whack, but they can't smash and whack at a distance.
I bet they have axes. They have axes, don't they?
Well, only as far as they can throw them.
Oh, I am not well suited to taking hits from anything, let alone giant monsters. How many guards are there? Did the contract say how many guards there are?
He didn't. He just said Minotaurs. And that's it.
Does any of you have like a failed merchant background or something? No? Alright.
Nope.
No one has any idea how
Well, we
big
could always scout them out.
Yeah, that's true. We can look at how big they're about to travel.
Or we could just do it the old-fashioned way, like highway bandits. Just sit on the side of the road and wait for them to come by and find out that way.
Well, I was thinking we should know before we sit on the road. Just so that we can prepare a little better. What about a pit
I say
trap?
that in jest.
What about a pit trap? They never fail.
In the middle of the road that's frequently traveled, it's more likely to spring on a unfortunate soul than on our target.
Oh, that's true.
Though I like the idea.
Oh, oil trap.
Flint, how good are you at night?
Fine. I can see well. I can move well.
Excellent. That is when we attack then.
Very well.
Yes,
One thing
pick
I was
them off.
also thinking about for this mission, this target, we don't know how powerful they are. It's possible, if there was a slight investment to be made in getting a good poison, I could probably take them out before the fight even starts.
And the contract does specifically say we have to kill them on the road. But I like your thinking.
No,
If you can manage that.
was it the road? I thought they just said away from the town.
Away
yeah.
from the town. You know that they're going to be traveling by the road, obviously, as there was mention of a cart. Traveling by cart.
I do like the idea of poisoning the target. Perhaps all of them, if we can get it in their food.
We won't even need that. I know of a few different poisons, as long as we could find a seller that would do very well for a job.
Well, I think I'm gonna head off to sleep, but you can chase after Luca and probably find someone to sell you. Or you could probably ask around. It looks like all of us inside this tavern are the shady bunch.
Poison, yes.
So what's the plan?
Well, if it
We'll wait for tomorrow, buy some things we need for the job, and hopefully go do the job.
Okay.
Yep, that pretty much summarizes it.
So, is there anything else you would like to do today, or would you all just like to go rest?
Before we went down to sleep, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, you can go ahead.
No, you go ahead, do it.
No, this is a Canadian standoff. I'm not letting up.
Oh.
You go first.
Oh, damn it. Well, Hydra was Sido's up next to Gorath because he wants to talk to the demon kid too. Out of curiosity, with the pirate job, the ship comes with the crew, correct?
A small one. Of the Clasp, yes.
Okay. And this should go without saying, but we're to keep them alive, right?
I don't care if they die. If they die, they were stupid. And if they are stupid, they're weak.
He looks like he's almost about to argue, but just lets it go and just shakes his head. You answered my question. Thank you very kindly.
Flashbacks to Lyra.
I like her.
You would.
So, kid. Do you know any poison sellers?
Poison sellers. You're asking this in the Clasp bar.
Yeah.
Let me think. Who would sell poisons?
I'm assuming the kid itself sells poisons.
Maybe the Clasp would sell poisons.
Oh yeah, but who do I talk to buy poison?
You're looking at her.
I
Don't
generally
you, mate?
die.
If I was free,
Oh,
I
interesting.
would tear out your spine. And I would...
You see the young girl struggle for a moment, and then relax again.
Well, if you'd like to know, there's a particular poison that I'm looking for. Goes by the name of Malice.
Let the DM research that.
Let me research that. Items inhaled.
How do you spell that?
M-A-L-I-C-E.
Malice is M-A-L-I. Yep, that.
Mal-ice.
Why is it not coming up for me?
Just look up 5e
Oh,
poisons,
there you
and
I
Roll20
got it.
has a compendium of all the poisons in 5th edition.
Yeah, I got it.
Mal... It's inhaled.
Blinded. The small child will then look over at you and say,
Of course we have that.
she will go into this room and then a second later come back, and she will place on the table a vial of what looks to be a almost liquid but then seems to be turning into a mist and then into a liquid a little bit, almost like it's constantly changing. It looks enough for one person.
So, I was thinking, if anyone here knows an alchemist, there is the possibility, or a very, very good mage, we might be able to extend well, at least the area that this poison affects. Otherwise, we can just use it on the target, but that would be, well, depends on how much of a threat we propose they are, or if someone else is a greater threat.
I'm making assumptions here, but I would assume that the target is not the most dangerous person there, but their guards are.
Assuming they have a connection to the myriad, I suppose they must be someone of some skill.
That's true.
We still need to kill the guards, though.
Also true.
What are you doing?
The one. Do you know if we have any apprentice? Oh wait, where am I going? Over here. Enchanters that are readily available to the Clasp.
Enchanters. Wielders of the arcane. The only one who is worth their salt would be the white-haired bitch.
Lady?
Lady Cass.
He nods. Your wisdom is appreciated. If we have our plans, then perhaps we should turn in and make the preparations that we require. We will have to get on the road quickly so we can set up an ambush.
I need to get a room for myself. Excuse me. Is there a room anywhere? Like, does this place has many rooms?
Yep. It does have a few floors that go up. Class members are allowed to stay here free.
All right. Then I go
Hey.
to my room. Yeah.
She hands over a key and doesn't show you up, but lets you all have a key who wishes to have a room for themselves.
I just take a key and go. I will spend, since it is midnight, I spend the night in prayer to Mask and getting new spells to prepare for the fight ahead.
Okay.
We're also gonna look for Lady Cass.
Gorath heads off to sleep.
Okay. Could you make me an investigation check to see if you can find her? As it is quite late.
Oh, never mind. It's not appropriate to approach a lady after hours. Sleep then.
Okay. Hydro, what are you doing? And Julius?
Hydro will.
Julius, are you taking that poison?
Well, actually, I'm gonna ask our resident druid here something real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Excuse
go ahead.
me, but I was curious. You seem to have a good understanding of herbs, and I have a fairly good understanding of poisons. Do you think you might be able to create poisons like malice? Because, well, let's just say if I was to buy it, I might run rather dry on funds fairly quickly. But if we were able to produce it, then maybe I could save some money in the process, and it would help the mission, or at least future missions, quite a bit.
Hydro will rub his chin a little bit. I can do that, but I have only one condition. you don't use it on kids.
That I don't use them on you? Oh.
On me too, it would be nice, but things happen, accidents happen. First thing you learn when you're mixing with potions and herbs.
Alright. I think I can promise that.
Then we have a deal. Just let me know when you need the assistance, and it'll take time because some stuff has to ferment. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't tried making malice before, but I mean, I've.
Just tell me what you need and I'll get you the supplies.
All right. Well, first you're gonna need to find out what malice is made out of. I'll need the recipe for it. If it's a specific type of venom, that makes it a little trickier, but if it's a simple enough creature and I know it, I can transform into it, and we can. I mean, I've done it before for Rio, but spider venom's not exactly the strongest. But then I can bite down on something and secrete not a lot.
Well, here's what I'll
He
do.
can
I'll
milk
spend some
himself.
time at the library and I'll find out what exactly you'll need to recreate Malice. And then once I've gotten the details, I'll come to you with whatever information I find.
Alright, sounds fair enough to me.
Julius,
You have my attention?
you see Luca come back up, looking a little bit more excited and still holding that book that was just given to him. And he will kind of usher you to the side.
Something of interest?
Well, the book that your friends, or should I say co-workers, have given to me have given me some new options, and I was hoping if you could perhaps come help me with this.
It depends on what this is, but I'm not going to turn down a job.
Well, let's just say if all things go well, it could be very lucrative for the both of us.
Very well, I suppose this is one of those jobs where you can't really discuss the details openly. Alright,
No,
I'm interested.
and
Just
I will say that your talents could be of great import. Is that a yes?
tell me the place where we can actually talk the details and I'll meet you there.
In that case, he'll look around. Come with me. And he will begin to head out the bar, disappearing into the night. With Julius.
Oh, before I leave,
Yep.
before he leaves, he's going to return to his previous conversation. I need to go discuss matters with, well, I guess you could say, our liaison, our employer, depending on how you want to put it. But I will get back to you about that poison. Eventually.
Alright, just do us a favor, be careful. And then
Julius
Hydra
And
will
with that,
turn
he'll
back-
head out.
And then
Okay.
Hydra will turn back to Rio and start talking. But no, other than that, I don't really have anything to do. It just Hydra will just spend most of the night just thinking about what needs to be done, and then head up to his room and rest, and then kind of try to prepare for the following night.
Okay. Rio, do you do anything else?
Just some cards.
Okay. Well, as you see over in the corner, the rats are playing cards and they are also betting if you're feeling lucky.
Slide right on.
Okay, just to speed this up, could you make me a sleight of hand check with advantage?
If you lose to a bunch of rats, I'm gonna be disappointed in you.
Hey, this is how I learn people's habits.
Natural 20. Okay. During the night, as it is getting late, you spend maybe 2 to 3 hours bleeding these rats dry of all their worldly possessions. And in doing so, you earn plus 29, 31 gold, as well as 1 second, a potion of the base potion of healing that they even tried to bet with you.
He nods and then he looks him over. If you don't want to make your money back, I may have a job for you. Could be dangerous, could be not. Do let me know in the morning.
Okay. And do you head up for to rest?
Yeah, he has up to rest.
Okay. In that case, I think this is the perfect time to end it here. As you have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. We're planning not just one, but 2 different contracts. And an assassination, as well as what seems like a pirate-themed adventure battle on the horizon.
Cue the One Piece music.
Don't you
So
dare.
yes, we will leave it there for tonight.